Oh, there we go. Got a fucking mic. God, it's bright as shit. It's so bright. Yo, 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 yo. The fucking brightness down on that. Christ almighty. God. God! Jesus Christ! Fuck! God! I want to close that. I don't want to close that. This is fine. This is totally acceptable. This is totally acceptable. So, let me just throw her in the group chat real quick. How bad is this peaking? Hispanics with no mic? I'm doing phenomenal, man. I'm doing phenomenal. What if I turn this up? What if I turn that up? How's that? How's that? That looks good. When I talk, that line looks nice. It's a nice line. Loud. It's great. You know what? Don't ever trust anybody who says a blue Yeti? Garbage. Horseshit. Horrible mic. Don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. Let me go Discord. Let me go into my Discord. General. At everyone. At everyone. Live right now. Turkey Tom joining soon. Yeah. We got a fried mic. We're a fried mic kind of stream. You know, I like coming in a bit early. I'm an early guy. Let me fix my hair here. I got whimsical hair. You know, who hasn't spread misinformation nowadays? Also, did I launch the channel memberships? I don't know if I launched channel memberships. I was gonna launch channel memberships, and then when I went to go do so, it told me that I had to make a post announcing it. And I didn't feel like doing that, so no channel memberships yet. I gotta get more. I have to stream more. I have to earn my stripes streaming first before we get channel memberships. 1 second here. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't switch. Direct messages. Friends. Pending. Add friend. Where is... I swear. I swear I was... 1 sec. No one can see what I'm doing. Good. You don't want to know what I'm doing. You don't want to know what I'm doing on the computer. Here we go. Where are we? Here is 10,000 people in every server. Why is one guy, me and Turkey Tom's only mutual friend in Discord? I saw Truro on screen. Yeah, we got the Truro background. Thank you, Omoretto Pete. Felt good about that. It felt like a good video. Everything's a good video. The good videos never stop. Huh? It never ends. It's always a good time. It's so over. The YouTube live has fallen. What does that mean? Okay. What am I looking at? There we go. Let me get rid of all this fucking garbage that's popped up. I'm going into this conversation blind, by the way. It means I'm going into this conversation fucking blind. You know why? Because that's the best way to go into a conversation. We've done this thing recently where all we do is we plan and we optimize. All we fucking do is plan and optimize, okay? Who's this? I don't know what's going on. No, don't want to see that. Locate. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at. There we go. Fuck me. Lost my train of thought. I gotta crack a window. I came so close to just losing it on a crackhead today, going full Patrick Bateman. I was filming in an alleyway. I was filming in a fucking alleyway, and he just comes around the corner and throws a chocolate bar at me. And I was like, you know what? You're the one that's gonna die. I'm gonna kill you in Minecraft. In real life in Minecraft. I'm gonna kill you. You finally pushed me over the edge. God, man. I can start going off. How much I hate crackheads. Audio sounds blown out, peaking while you're speaking. Your mic is insane. Well, because I have garbage. Because I have a fucking garbage mic. It's just a Blue Yeti. It's just a blue. You'd think it would be nice. You think, you know, a Blue Yeti, that's sort of the gold standard. No, sorry. It's garbage. Don't buy one. Never buy a Blue Yeti. Never buy a Blue Yeti. There's no reason for it. Guys, what should we do in the meantime here? That sound better? That's good. I turned the gain down. Pretty much all the way down. Sellout video. Yeah. Sell out make my mic better. As a contemporary sellout. Let's see what's on here. Let's see what's on the internet. Tom's streaming right now.
Basically true.
Dude.
Yeah. And honestly, like, for me, like, it's like, again, it's like if you present yourself as an academic, or at least somebody who approaches.
We're gonna be in there. Collab of the century. You know, it's like it's nice to have access to people. You know, people who know some stuff. I like when people know stuff. Do a breakdown on selling out. It's so expected now. It used to be a crime. I should download Fortnite. Updating Steam. I haven't played Fortnite in fucking 2 years. Fortnite time. Yeah, selling it is Fortnite is on Epic Games. It's not on. Okay. Fortnite. Here we go. Fortnite free to play cross-platform. Play now. Wait. Look at this. Look at this first. So I've been watching this video a lot. I've been watching this video a lot on my own. Oh god, where is it? It's not here. Ah. Have you ever watched these fucking videos? Oh my god.
Get ready to see all brand new episodes of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse! Oh! We see all new monsters!
These aren't even that... This isn't even like their production quality has gotten so much better. Wait. I need a good intro.
Look at this awesome Bobby.
No, that's not a good one.
Can you guess which Amazing Digital Circus episode 2 character said this?
These people probably make $3 million a year. I'm gonna say this Asian guy with the purple hair.
Help me! Watch out! Ah! You need to find a way to save me. Watch all these amazing digital circus videos to figure it out. Quick, here is the first video.
It's so exciting, everyone. New footage of the Amazing Digital Circus Chapter 2 has been released. There's
Wow, man, these are insane. This is someone's favorite. This is someone's favorite YouTuber. This is someone's favorite content creator. Like there's a kid out there who gets like really
Today
excited.
we are reacting to the Amazing Digital Circus Episode 2, Candy Carrier Chaos!
This is one of the best and most popular animations on YouTube. We see brand new.
But you know, I'm also fine with it. Like we're almost, we're in like a new golden age of download via the Epic Games launcher. Okay. You know what? Good thing I have nothing to hide on my computer. Wait. It's a good thing I have nothing to hide on my computer. Did you know that? Did you know I have nothing to hide on my computer? I only do good things on here. Yeah, golden age brain rot. I don't give a fuck anymore, dude. I'll do anything. I'll watch anything. It's all fine with me. It's all fine with me. What am I looking for here? Fortnite's downloading. We're downloading Fortnite. I have too many things going on right now. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Here we go. Seriously though, selling out is the artistic standard now. A ton of modern artists are trying to make something they can sell. Are you aware that freedom of speech is not allowed on your Discord channel? Probably. I think I told the mod that the N-word was bad. I just, I am a male lonely. Actually, that's a video I never made. It's a video I started and didn't finish making. I was gonna do a male loneliness in art. It's a video I still might make. But I kind of want to get off the art videos, man. At the same time, I just don't I don't really give a fuck about art that much. It's one of those things that I just don't care about as much as I used to. And that's fine, that's the way it goes. Just make Chad videos. Please start tweaking. Art Chad doesn't care about art. Yeah, it's true. I used to. But now, oh wait. But now I have Fortnite on my computer. Why would I give a fuck about art when I have Fortnite on my damn computer? Is there that much of a need for swearing in regards to free speech? Yeah, I think swear words are important. Very culturally important. Like, I might make a video about, I don't know if I'll make a video about this. Do I have an Epic Games account? Allegedly, I do. Let me sign in here. Please enter your date of birth. I am 37 years old. Yeah, I accept that. I accept your proposition. Choose with withering waves. What the fuck? Get these out of here. Yeah, install. I thought Fortnite already installed. Install failed. 89 gigabytes required? Are you sucking my fucking cock right now? Oh my fucking god. Library. Install. Okay, you know what? We're gonna put that on. We're gonna put Fortnite on the mobile drive. Okay. That's doing that. Where are we at? Where's Tom? I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know how to work anything. Fortnite Rock Band? Oh, is that what the one that has like... Is that the one that has the like Peter Griffin? I thought I got rid of GTA 5 on my computer. On my damn computer. I gotta like uninstall so much, dude. Like Skyrim manage uninstall. Yeah, get fucking Skyrim. Fallout 4 uninstall off my computer. Halo Infinite uninstall. Fuck you. Get the hell off of my computer. Ruin my life. Okay, while we're waiting. Why is everything so big now? You guys ever watch Scuffed Freeloader?
Yo, when you click like, it helps me help my daughter.
Well, this house is just absolutely great. I mean, this is one of the greatest houses. Like, I'll put the teddy bear there. Yeah, I fucking jerk off inside insulation. Like, this is insane. This you want to see what a fucking psychopath's house looks like? This is a psychopath's house. Never.
This shit is the funniest shit. What's my Steam? I think my Steam is... I have no idea what my Steam is. I have no idea what my Steam is. What if I can walk?
Again, yeah, you had like the schizo fucking like challenging people who I guess he perceives as being powerful,
Man,
which I guess in theory, like Wendigoon, whatever, like
Man, Goku Naruto, come on.
he's
Actually... Yeah, once my thing downloads... Once my thing downloads, I'll pop in.
again like in a relative sense, if this guy's thinking within the game of like
Fuck. Play.
genuinely
Play
feel
live.
bad for him.
I'm
like, in an
questioning his mental
unironic
health,
way.
to be honest, towards the
Yeah,
end.
no,
Anyway, there's this drama going on. There's this YouTuber drama. This fucking guy. Dark. Straight rain in the dark. What the fuck is his username? Fucking Wendigoon drama. Addressing the drama. Addressing the controversy.
Hello, guys and gals.
Some ordinary gamer. Fuck, what is this? Wendigoon canceled. No. Brandon. Can someone, in praise of shadows, thank you, for fuck's sakes. Okay, so this guy releases this video. I don't know how much anyone here follows this shit, but you know, it's always a little juicy. It's always a little juicy. This guy releases this video. Bad conservative horror movies. And you know, he's a little 400k subs. RedTube adjacent.
Wanted to tell them I don't think this thing was a total joke. They only had 23 guests at the show.
Looks like ass. This is like the worst fucking. This is the worst possible green screen use I've ever seen in my entire
including
life.
Spacey. 5 of them were old
Purposely bad. I'm like purposely naive. And
retired
I feel like
wrestlers who had nothing to do with horror.
There's no
One
way
was
how I would make
19,
this.
complaining that horror context of how fun and experience that product is. And product is the around
There we go.
and basically
A little
do
bit
the
better.
exact
Optically, this guy's voice makes me want to shove my head through a fucking wall. The aesthetics of this guy makes me want to grind my balls off. I feel like
same
sick
thing
watching.
themselves, just
Jeez,
on a
man.
battlefield. Jason.
I wish there was like sometimes when I'm on a when I'm watching, let's do an audiobook, man. Let's do a lot of audiobooks, and every now and then, most audiobooks they get these fucking upspeak soy boy narrators to read this horseshit pop psychology, and it drives me fucking insane. It's like, and the thing is, if you want to, and I listened to it on 1.5 times speed, so it's fucking worse too. It's like, ooh. The thing is, if you want to actualize your best self, all you have to do is be a good person. And then when you leave the house, you should get sunshine in your eyes in the first 15 minutes of the day. And then once that happens, you'll find that dopamine releases from the subunculum and dopamine releases from the amygdala. It's just horseshit. It's just like, get a better fucking narrator.
Freddie and Carrie. If a
That's how I
first
feel
name
about
is
this
ever
guy.
in a horror title, historically that is to delineate who the monster
don't like what this guy looks like. Anyway, that's besides the point. He releases... Oh no, he cut...
For the
Sorry, I
film.
have to go to Twitter. He cut the part of the video out that he was talking about. I wonder if I can find it. Anyway, for some reason, in this video about horror movies, in the last part of the video, he just starts talking about Brandon Buckingham and Wendigoon being bad people. Because, I don't know, Wendigoon's like a Christian conservative. But that's big YouTube drama today. Big YouTube drama, so, you know, who knows? Maybe the fellas are busy. Also, like the stream if you're here. Apparently that's a thing that really matters, is liking the stream. I don't know why. I hit 100 likes one time, and it was important, I guess. I tried watching this, but it was just a list of people that annoyed him on Twitter. Yeah, exactly. I get that. I get that vibe a lot. Thank you, Hellbreaker. First like. Yeah, see, this is the thing with these people, is that we live in different realities, right? The world is split across realities at this point in time. I live in a world where, you know, I value fraternity, loyalty, friendship. These are things I value strongly. There's people I know that would die for me, and they could do anything short of, you know, something truly morally wrong. They could do anything, and I would back them up for it. And I would back up any of my friends through any cancellation or any sort of controversy. I would never back down from that, because because that's what matters to me. That's my first principle. That's my guidance. My axiom. My axiom is loyalty and fraternity. Okay. That's the reality I live in. And other people live in a reality where they're always chasing some sort of moral high, right? I find a lot of people on the left, they're always chasing some sort of moral high, some sort of virtue signal where they need to like always be the most righteous or like the most guilty, the most apologetic. And they will stop at nothing to achieve that goal. And now I'm not trying to be a right-wing crank here. These people genuinely think they're doing the right thing. I think that, you know, these cancel culture people genuinely think that this is the right thing to do in lieu of whatever controversy is in front of them. So I just don't understand how you could get like that. I don't understand how you could get like that at all. But here we are. We're here. Oh, cats, nothing yet. Man, maybe this Tom stream won't happen. One second here. See, if you asking too much, I can't be like begging for coochie. Like, you know, that meme of Squidward. What's the one? What's that? Squidward. There's that meme. This one. I feel like this, man. Squidward in box. This is me. This is me being like, can I join the stream? Can I join the stream? Yeah, I know. I saw he's talking to Gokunaru. Like upload that again. Yo, Premiere Pro changed their stuff. This here, this is new. It's like color coded differently now all of a sudden. I don't know if I'm here for that or not. I'm very used to the UI of the old Premiere Pro. I don't think I want to deal with. I'm not looking to change UI.
Finds out that anyone he listens to is a conservative, he immediately writes them off, and it becomes bad art to him because it doesn't perpetuate what he agrees with.
Yeah, and this is super dangerous because it's the echo chamber fucking illusion, bro, because it's literally fostering a safe space, not just in your own mind, but like in your ecosystem or whatever, to the extent where it's like, okay, we do not question certain things. We do not like engage with certain ideas, whatever. And it
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, hell. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Like, I gotta find some way to deal with this. Talk to Gokunaru real quick.
At the end of the day, that creates mass.
I'm an alpha.
Yeah, no, there's one other thing. Okay, so the fucking implication that basically, so to bring it back to like Wendigoon not being qualified, it confused me for a second because he said like Wendigoon's 19 or something like that.
Okay, so
he got his age wrong.
So just message.
Yeah. But no, it was just, I think that what he meant was like, oh, Wendigoon started making videos when he was 19. So when Wendigoon started making videos, you know, he was like a kid. He didn't have like a very whatever the fuck, like a developed lens for the world or whatever. And in my mind, it's like, now Wendigoon's like 24, bro, or like 25 or some shit. And he has been genuinely like actually unironically studying, you know, horror, conspiracy, all this shit for the last 5 fucking years at like a very high level, professionally, I would say. He's talking with guys like fucking Meat Canyon, who literally obviously have like a very high level, you know, awareness of what horror as a genre can be. Like, I don't know, in my mind, it's like, I feel like when this guy's drastically like,
how tall am I? Howdy, just discovered you today through Trey. Thank you, Landonian.
Like, this
But
is
it's
like
also like
something-
Is that,
disqualified? Like you have to be an academic or
Yeah.
do you have to be black?
Landonian, like Nick Land?
Also, part of the thing was frustrating was he's like, okay, Wendigoon is like a very white.
Like
corporate
Nick Land?
guy,
Okay, I can't watch
like,
another person stream on stream. That's fucking absurd. I'm not gonna go that far. Wendigoon. Wendy's JFK video is S tier. I'm not into long form content on the internet. Although he's got great output. Fucking Christ almighty, dude. That's great output. It's so weird that someone it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me that in praise of Brain, what is his name? In praise of Rain, that guy could look at a channel like this, okay? You're getting 1 million, 2 million, like you're averaging 2 million views on a video every 2 weeks. You're averaging 2 million views, okay? That's insane on and YouTube standards, and especially making like this kind of content. You know, you're into like the top 20 biggest names on the internet outside of like brain rot influencers. So that the fact you think like you could make a video and then just be like, oh, just so you know, this guy, he's a little conservative, and I think he also likes guns, so you shouldn't associate with him. What the fuck do you think you're gonna do? You think anyone fucking cares? Jesus Christ, man. This is what I mean when we live in different... This is what I mean by different realities, okay? This is what I mean by fucking living in different realities. Is that you think... You think that your beliefs are so objectively right that you could convince everyone watching your video to write off one of the largest creators on the platform because they live a conservative lifestyle. Not even that they're overtly racist or conservative, because they're like a gun Christian with a southern accent. Are you sucking my fucking cock? Jesus Christ, yeah, no, it's just brain dead. It's just complete retardation. There's no way you can there's no way you think like that. Oh, God.
He understands Judaism. Like I don't know. I was surprised. I was kind of humbled, to be honest. Like the guy is not stupid.
No, it's
so-
very disturbing to me because he's like the guy in fucking Suits, you know, the TV show, where he retains everything he reads like,
yeah,
very
Mike.
well.
Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
he's literally Mike Ross, and so I feel like just a fucking. I feel like I'm. Who's like the fucking dumbass intern on that show? I don't remember his name. The guy with the curly hair in the early seasons who like is a bumbling idiot.
Wendy's the con, it's a libertarian. Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean.
I think libertarian's the way to go,
yeah,
man.
it's like Todd or like.
You gotta be a libertarian nowadays.
He's just like a fucking idiot character. Because it's intimidating and like.
What the fuck is for them?
Yeah.
In a way, I feel like I almost.
You gotta be a libertarian.
I almost thought
What do
about
you?
not even
I'm very
going out
interested
here
to
and,
think
like,
to see
defending Wendigoon.
what people think
And it's
I
because I'm
am.
his friend.
It's something I don't want to
Obviously,
get too
I have a
autistic
biased
about.
perspective and I do get,
A
little emotional.
I'm not gonna go
when I see
full
stuff
like
like this.
making
But I also
fucking
think I don't think anything
polls.
I've said is like
I'm not gonna make polls on my YouTube about
It's an irrational, take.
what my YouTube is, what political ideology you think I am. But I'd be really fascinated with what people think. I really try to signal, like I am genuinely scared of being I'm genuinely scared of being labeled left wing. Like super scared. I don't want to be left wing at all. Not that I don't want to be left wing, I don't want to be liberal. I have a lot of liberal ideas. But being I don't want to be associated with BreadTube. Any of those people. The only reason I say the word retard in my videos is to code myself as not liberal. That's the sole reason. Because I'm that scared of being grouped in with lefties and liberals. Because they fucking eat each other. They're vicious. And they have no swag. Negative clout on the left, dude. Negative clout, negative aura, negative riz, negative wisdom. I think, you know, I'm pro-capitalist. I'm not someone who's like I'm politically engaged. You're either a bread tuber or you suck off Jordan Peterson. There's no in between. That's the issue with the internet, man. I'm realizing this is that I've always seen myself as I've always seen myself as very like, I call it as I see it. That's like the crux of my political ideologies and what I believe in and how I kind of find an issue. I just call it as I fucking see it. I'm pretty pragmatic. I'm pretty real. I'm pretty judgmental. I'm not very empathetic. But you really have to pick something, especially when you're getting to like my size. You have to pick something. I think if I were to group myself in with anybody, it'd be like Destiny or like Destiny's audience. There's just this sort of just calling it as you see it at least a little bit. Although not as big on the pro-Israel stuff at all. But how do you feel about what if alt-hist ideology? Yeah, but see the thing is, man, is like, okay, look, I'm like pretty regular populist, like classical liberal, you know, as cringy as that is to say, like some sort of like on some Joe Rogan libertarianism. I'm pretty normal. But then when I get into like when I talk to people on the right, they're so conspiratorial minded. They're so conspiracy brained, and it's like it fucking breaks them, dude. Like you think that there's a cabal of people pulling the strings? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'd love that. I would sleep so soundly at night if I thought that there was someone behind the chaos in the world. But there isn't. Everything's just getting worse on its own as a system. There's no one behind it. So that's where I lose the right. I really lose the right when they start talking about like population control with the vaccines. Like, I didn't want to take the vaccine. The vaccine was fucking icky. I got one dose. I regret taking it. Okay. Do I think it was population control? No. I think it's fucking garbage they rushed through to sell to us to make a quick buck. I'd love to believe there's a fucking narrative behind it. I'd love to believe there was some big conspiracy behind it, but of course there wasn't. There's nothing behind it. It was just system and entropy and chaos. Same with everything. Same with like all the giving hormones to teenagers so they can transition. You think there's you think Klaus Schwab is rubbing his hands together with Biden and Hillary Clinton trying to make your fucking kids trans, trying to get your fucking daughter to cut her tits off? No, just entropy. No one behind it. It's just entropy. I love Big Pharma.
If you're like actually trying to understand what the fuck a fascist is, he is not that, bro. Like he doesn't have the religious aspect to him, really.
Oh god, they're too locked in, man. I'm not getting on this.
Like I don't know. It's like labeling everyone as a fascist is sinister to me because it makes the word like too diluted, right? Because it's like
they're locked in. They're locked in on that stream right now. I'll keep yapping for a bit. Rick Friend. I don't know who Rick Friend is. We are all media illiterate. Yeah, I agree. I think like I don't know shit about fuck, dude. I'm very, very illiterate with media. Obama said the immigrants to vaccinate your kids. Yeah. I know they're both partial truths, but the thing is, being in between isn't that profitable. It's hard to sell being you can't sell being reasonable, you know? It's like the same thing with a diet, right? Is losing weight and exercise is so simple. It's so simple. But you can't sell simple. You can only sell complex. You have to create information asymmetry so that people feel like they're getting something from you. They feel like they have to buy something from you, okay? It's so important. So, there's no one out there writing a book about dieting that tells you to eat, you know, to find your basal metabolic rate and add your exercise and then subtract your daily calorie consumption and needed a caloric deficit because that's the law of thermodynamics. You know, like it's that simple. No one's telling you to do that. They're all telling you a bunch of horse shit. They're all telling you a bunch of horse shit so they can sell you something. Right? So this is what I was getting at. It's like I feel like I'm at the point in my career where I have to start picking stuff. I have to start picking stuff, and I definitely I'm not gonna change. Like I would never change. I would never ever change one of my beliefs for the sake of fitting into a larger camp, a larger narrative. Like I'll always, if I believe in something, I'll always believe it. I'll shoot myself in the fucking foot. I'd cut my own arm off before I would change my belief on something to make other people happy. I'd literally fucking like feed my balls to a dog before I would change my belief on something to make someone else happy. It's actually been a huge problem in my life. That is a curse. That is socially maladaptive to act like that. You should change your beliefs to fit in with a larger group. There's a larger benefit to fitting in with people than there is being against the grain. It has only hindered me in life. If I was more agreeable and I fit in more, fuck, I would be like a millionaire by now. It's this guy playing Fortnite that was saying his friends compare him to Rick Sanchez because he says mean things. I'd argue that YouTube went downhill since 2016. When did Hair Cake come out? I don't know if I've talked about this on stream before. Hair Cake is my fucking benchmark. Hair Cake is my... when 8 years ago. Yeah, this is 8 years ago, so that would have been 2016. See, yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There was a really good this was it. I don't know. I think YouTube has gone downhill since then for sure. Although I feel like it's getting better. There's just more variety. There's so many people on the fucking internet making so many goddamn things. It's stressful to think about, actually. Is his channel still up? Did he get nuked? I'd love to watch an old Leafy video. God, man. Enough of that. The internet was a mistake. Yeah. Pre-26 YouTube was wild. The censors and shadow bans have definitely made it more dull/centerist place. I think they're losing that war. I don't know what the fuck they would do to... Like, here's the thing. I think the glory of capitalism, the true glory of capitalism is competition. And ever since Kick and Rumble have hit the market, you know, they're not going to steal YouTube's swag. They're not going to steal YouTube's bag, but they're pretty major players, right? Like you get Aiden Ross or Drake or Snoop Dogg streaming on, you know, it's like, or like Steak.com. Like they're streaming steak shit on fucking Rumble. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal from the website that like defined the internet. Literally defined the internet. YouTube defines the internet, right? Less so now, but if people are gonna come in and make, you know, take big cuts of their audience, YouTube's not gonna bend over to that. They're going to allow more edgy people on their platform if it means they're going to keep their market share. You know, like I can find anything. I can look up like Nick Fuentes. Like Nick Fuentes, like it's, you know, like if YouTube really gave a fuck, right? Oh, I love GeoWizard so much. If YouTube really gave a fuck, they would wipe Nick Fuentes off the platform entirely. They would take, like, here's a No Jumper podcast episode where they interview Nick Fuentes. Here's Secular Talk 6 days ago. Oh, wait, no, sorry, he's just talking about Nick Fuentes. Anyway, you know, like, he's on here. He's on here. He's not entirely off. Same thing with Sneeko. Sneeko got nuked off the platform, yet you can still find him on Noah Samson Sneeko video. That's the last thing I want to watch. Anyways, there's like still Sneeko clips on here. You think they would do a better job of wiping him off the platform if they really gave a fuck. But they're slowly giving less of a fuck because they need the market share. It's the same thing with like it's the same thing with like the Bud Light controversy, the Dylan Mulvaney. Is that the fucking that person's name? I'd hit it. Never mind. I wouldn't hit it. I changed my mind. I take it back. There's so much bicep. Oh god. I want to take his face and shove it. You know those things that take, like, they're like a bunch of little plastic sticks and you put your hand into it? Like, plastic stick 70s toy. No. None of this. None of this garbage. Oh my god. Plastic toy. It's gonna show me fucking little toy trains. Anyway, I want to shove Dylan Mulvaney's face into that, and like I want to take like a silicone mold of Dylan Mulvaney's face. Just like that's not a hateful thing. I just think it'd be funny to have. They look very sharp. It's a very sharp-looking person. The Bud Light thing, okay? The Bud Light thing is the same thing, right? Like the free market. The free market goes. The free market dictates what's profitable. Okay, so if it's profitable to have like woke marketing or have a trans person sponsor your beer, then it is profitable and companies will do it. And then it becomes unprofitable. Companies do it thinking it's profitable, and there's a Bud Light boycott. That is the free market at work. Bud Light, it is not in their rational interest to fight against the free market for some sort of political belief. The only reason they have the political belief in the first place is because they think it's going to be profitable. Profitability comes first. And that's all right, because that's much better than the CEO of Bud Light's personal interests coming first, or the government's projections of what they think Bud Light should do come first. It's much better. It's the shiniest of all the turds, is that the free market dictates the decisions that Bud Light makes, okay? So Bud Light does the Dylan Mulvaney beer, everyone gets pissed off, they get boycotted, they're never going to do it again. Bud Light will never push anything LGBT related in their product again. And that's the free market's decision. No one made that decision except for the collective will of the buyer. Beautiful. Talking business with myself. Yeah, it's true. It's basically where I'm at right now. I got cucked out of this fucking stream.
But
the amount of suffering they caused is truly epic.
Yeah, well, it's awful. It's awful. Like, it's
when I say epic, I mean it's like at such a massive scale you can't really comprehend it. Like,
No,
like
you're
it's
right,
epic
though.
in a literal sense.
No, 100%. You're right. Like, it's facts.
And
what
like
you're saying.
Fortnite. It's much like Fortnite too, but that's besides the point. We don't have to get into that.
No,
right
yeah.
now.
Like, these guys were going for the victory royale, and like you could argue that they fucking.
Man. Yeah. I hyped everyone up. It's still gonna happen. We're still gonna get Tom on. What's the story behind the "don't kill yourself" bit in your videos? It's a hyperstition. I'm trying to make you manifest the idea of suicide being illogical. Yes. Throw me in there.
Game after game.
Idiot, okay, which I actually respect him.
Let
but,
our
like,
chat on
in
the
terms
stream.
of like playing the game, he was very naive. Basically, he thought it was enough. He thought that basically America would respect the fact that he was
Wait,
democratically
don't get
elected.
too
Long story
don't get
short,
too needy
instantly,
with it.
Kissinger was like, okay, bro, like
I don't really want to.
let's just fucking.
I'm not trying to
finance
like
the military.
take
Like, he's got his
handouts here.
number,
If he's busy, he's busy. I'll take my L. I don't mind taking my L sometimes. That's what you gotta do. Don't kill yourself bit in your videos. Yeah, so I'm trying to... My goal there is to... Exactly, it's super intentional. I want to make suicide be like a completely illogical idea. I think we give the idea of suicide too much credence. It shouldn't be considered an option. It should not be considered an option at all. It should be, I don't know. Suicide's a weird one though. If you look into suicide, there's a really great book. Really great book. I suggest anyone read it, called Night Falls Fast. I'm trying to click Discord. Second here, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, Night Falls Fast, Understanding Suicide. I know, yeah, this is it. I think it's you say I think it's weird since suicide is illogical. A lot of people think it's not. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, yeah, exactly what Albert Camus is saying too. It's just I think that we give too much credence to the idea of suicide. It's the same thing. It's an extension of the way we treat mental health, right? I think it's a more extreme extension of the way we treat mental health, where we're like, oh, you're depressed. And because you're depressed, you need these things. You're depressed, you're depressed, you're depressed, you're a depressed person. You have depression. You have clinical depression. You've been diagnosed with depression. These things make you depressed. You know, it becomes an identity. Suicide is the same way. There is always going to be a baseline level of suicidality. That's not what I'm saying. There's suicide, and the mechanism behind suicide isn't the same as the mechanism behind depression. The mechanism behind suicide is the same mechanism that causes people to go out and pick fights with people. This is neurochemistry. I'm not actually talking. I actually know this for a fact. I'm not talking to my ass. The mechanism behind suicide is impulsive. It's not meditated. People think they meditate on suicide, but when it comes down to it, the actual act of suicide is always impulsive. It's never premeditated to the extent where it's like, okay, on this day, I'm going to go do this. 90% of the time, that's not how it happens. The same way that killing somebody or picking a street fight or getting blackout drunk, it's all impulsive, aggressive, low serotonin behavior. So suicide itself is a really weird thing, because suicide isn't necessarily part of depression. It's part of depression, but suicide and depression don't necessarily have the same mechanisms behind them, right? And suicide is always prevalent in a population. There's a really interesting factoid. In the Golden Gate Bridge, there was always this huge push to put suicide nets under the Golden Gate Bridge because it's such a common theatrical place to kill yourself. There's like, I think there's 24 suicides a year off the Golden Gate Bridge, like one every 2 weeks. It's a huge amount. And they wouldn't put suicide nets because the idea was that if we put suicide nets, people are just going to go around and find some ways to kill themselves. It's a waste of money. We're not going to stop suicides. In 2011, they put nets up for construction workers because they were doing a huge restoration project on the bridge. They put nets up on the bottom. Guess what happens? The suicide rate in San Francisco those 2 years drops proportionally to people who would have killed themselves off the Golden Gate Bridge. Why? Because the people who would go to kill themselves and realize they couldn't wouldn't do it that night. They wouldn't go find another bridge. They would lose interest by the time they would find another bridge. By the time they would find some way to kill themselves, because suicide is an impulse. It's not premeditated. I just think it's too powerful of an idea to be as common as it is. We shouldn't consider suicide. Low serotonin behavior is such a good phrase. I know. I mean, what's the thing with that that meta-analysis they did of all the SSRI studies? I think they found that. Oh wait, 1 second here. Goku never got back to me. Hell yeah. Suicide. Life drive, low serotonin behavior. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, the meta-analysis that found that serotonin doesn't even affect depression. Oh, let's look up SSRIs don't work study. Here it is. The Guardian. Little evidence that chemical imbalance causes depression, UCL scientist finds. Antidepressants prescribed to 1 in 6. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 UK adults are prescribed anti-fucking depressants. Why? Are we giving 1 in 6 people antidepressants? Shit we never needed at any other fucking point in history. All of a sudden we do. It's fucking insane. It's horseshit. And the fact that people fucking tie this to their identity, they're like, time to take my medication. Oh, what medication are you on? I'm on citalopram. You're on Prozac? Oh, how does yours work? Yeah, my dick, I haven't got a boner in 2 months. I cum water. Fucking Christ almighty. Scientists have called into question the widespread use of antidepressants after a major review found no clear evidence that serotonin levels are responsible for depression. Okay, it's a year and a half ago. Prescriptions for antidepressants have risen dramatically since the 1990s. 1 in 6 adults and 2% of teenagers in England now being prescribed them. Millions more around the world regularly use antidepressants. Many people take antidepressants because they have been led to believe that depression has a biochemical cause. But this new research suggests this belief is not grounded in evidence, said the study's lead author Joanna Moncrief, professor of psychiatry at the University College of London and consultant psychiatrist at North East London HL Foundation Trust. I think it's always difficult to prove negative. But I think we can safely say that after vast amounts of research conducted over several decades, there is no convincing evidence depression is caused by serotonin abnormalities, particularly by low levels or reduced activity of serotonin. Ridiculous. I don't blame anybody. This is where, here's where me and the right really divulge. Here's where me and the right really get divided. Is that the right will look at this and go, idiots. I think like Andrew Tate's really kind of broken down. There's a level of misanthropy to Andrew Tate that I don't think the right will come back from, the populist, like teenager internet right. They hate people. Andrew Tate hates people. Sneeko hates people. And Nick Fuentes hates people. These people don't like people. Okay? And to ground your ideology and a hatred of people is a recipe for fucking disaster. You can't look at 1 in 6 UK adults and be like, okay, so 15% of people are retarded. That's not true. That's not the case. Okay, I think it's just that people have been led to believe that depression is super normal. It's very, very normal. Everyone gets depression. Everyone takes antidepressants. This is the rhetoric that doctors have been fed for their entire education. This is the rhetoric that psychiatrists have been fed. They've gone to school in the system that has known no better for 20 years. Or however, like 30 years when did Prozac come out? Prozac's like 40 years old. They've been educated. They've been born, educated, and gotten careers in a world that is not known any better. And then to blame them for the fact that 1 in 6 adults are on a drug that doesn't work is fucking ridiculous. Again, entropy. It's no one's behind it. If someone was behind it, I'd sleep so well at night. I'd sleep like a little baby. I'd go, oh, it was just Klaus Schwab? Wow. The world really is okay. We just need to kill this one guy in Minecraft. We just need to kill Klaus Schwab. Join his Discord. Okay, one sec. In Minecraft. I'm gonna kill Klaus Schwab in Minecraft. I would. If he was to blame. Yeah, we got 57 viewers in. Wow, actually telling people to like the stream really helped. I went from like 40 to 50 in 10 minutes. Or sorry, 60. I want to. I'll add you on Fortnite in a sec. I'm trying to hop in the Turkish Tom. Turkey Tom. 1 second here. I don't know what the fuck is going on. TurkeyTom.net. Discord. I need an artchad.net. I didn't. Oh, that's actually. This is smart that he uploads all of his stuff to his own website. That's so smart. That's like really a good way to fucking. Really a good way to proof your message requests. Yeah, it's a really good way. It's a really good way to get rid of. Am I retarded? Can I speak properly? It's a really good way to secure your content on the internet. This is what Sam Harris does as well. You have to upload this stuff privately somewhere. Everyone should do it. I keep a backup. I have someone who, whenever I upload a video, it runs a program that automatically backs it up to a separate hard drive they have. So all of my videos are backed up permanently. Bulgarian Bob. Um, Give me a second here. I can't. I can't hear anything. 1 sec. I should be enabling streamer mode, but I'm doing that. Good. Yes, urban conservative. Fucking Discord makes me so mad as well. I hate that fucking useless program. Is there anything fucking illicit on this? Anything I'm gonna get canceled for? No. I keep my shit safe. Monster would be really good. Yeah, I agree. I do think people like there needs to be confused. There needs to be unquestioned morals that we second here.
Or however you say it.
Yeah.
He was a voice actor from Dragon Ball Z, I think. I think.
Oh,
he
I
was
remember this. Yeah.
I think he was accused of some kind of sexual misconduct, and he somehow got blacklisted or something from the industry.
Yeah.
This is just my basic understanding from other people.
I remember
by the
this.
way.
Yeah.
But that happened, and then Nick recommended him a lawyer, and that lawyer lost, and that guy's now blacklisted and 400K in debt. I believe is the story there.
Oh, fuck. I remember Ricky Eda talking about the lawyer, or sorry, the quartering, and like some trans woman who like beat him up or something like that. Is that
a trans woman beat up the quartering?
Yeah, this is like
I've heard
deep
about
lore.
that.
This is like deep lore. Like basically, I think it was something like the quartering was like antagonizing on Twitter, like pissing them off somehow. And then when they met up in real life at some fucking like some kind of event or at a bar or something, the person just like the trans person just punched fucking the quartering in the face, and then the quartering.
Yeah, I remember this.
The quartering.
Not that I condone violence, but that's pretty hilarious.
It is hilarious, but it's even funnier. It's even funnier, like because the quartering like actually sued them.
Did he win?
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
kind of sucks. You know, another reason
That's
not to
funny.
be violent, obviously, but you know.
Yeah, that's really funny though. Fucking, I feel like unless the person that's fighting you is like aggressively physically like more powerful than you, then I think that suing them looks like a very big beta move after the fact. I think the only way you can look good is don't instigate the fight, but make sure you win it. I think that's basically the way to own.
Yeah, to be fair as well, like the quartering has never tried to look tough, if that makes any sense. Like
No, I mean,
you know what I mean?
he's
He's not
like
playing that game.
He's like the soy jack.
Yeah, incarnate kind of. Yeah.
He's like the right wing soy jack. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I hope I never have a fucking stream moment, like, because the quartering, every time somebody, like, the quartering butts heads with anybody, like, a little bit more popular than them, they'll just talk about him pissing in the basement. And it's like, fuck, like, that's an actual, like, blemish.
The thing is, there's no, like, fine line. Basically, the way it is, like, the more you stream, the more likely you are to do that. So
yeah,
you just have
exactly.
to,
Yeah.
like, relegate all of those moments to outside of it, basically.
Or just always make it seem like a joke, maybe something like that. Like that might be.
Yeah,
the
you could
way.
you gotta have kind of like a Kai Cenat branding or like an ISO Speed branding, so you can get away with anything. What's up, Mark Chad? How's it going?
Hey, Dylan, what are you saying?
Just bullshit mostly. Listening to your dumbass friend talk about power or whatever.
Oh man, I love talking about power. That's such a fucking good, interesting.
Chat, you gotta listen to Kanye West, okay?
Stimulating
It'll
conversation.
just trust me, guys. If you want to understand what I'm saying, you need to listen to the most schizophrenic fucking rambler on earth, okay? Kanye West, but not through the vehicle of his like speaking, because that's like he's speaking in tongues. When he's really speaking, when he's really spitting, that's when he's rapping, bro. That's the only way you can unlock the
Just
truth.
listen to the video of him talking about the Jewish doctor. That's all you need.
Oh wait, I have no context. What is that?
There's a video where somebody's like, he's like, a doctor said that I was crazy. I'm not going to say the race of the doctor. And then he waits for 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, like 10 seconds. He's like, it was a Jewish doctor. He has like, it's like comedically. Have you really not seen that?
Bro,
no. We're watching this right now. Fuck Fortnite.
Okay.
This is literally nothing to me right now. Okay.
Have you seen the one where he has the chart out on the iPad?
Yes, I love the
Disney
chart.
execs?
The chart is fire. He's a very funny person. Let me, I can't believe you haven't seen this, Kokonara. You're terminally online. At least you claim to be. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me pop in my screen share real fast. All right, check this out.
Knows by I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
The arm
like
cross?
the execution, yeah.
Jesus,
like,
man.
I wonder how much he planned that.
Yeah, like that feels so comedic.
He was like, I can't say it. He was Jewish.
He said it like 3 times. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, that was good.
Awesome.
Okay. No, understood. Yeah, like you see, that's him speaking in tongues. You need to like listen to his rap music to really. That's like his Bible, you know. Yeah. No, but anyway, jokes aside, thank you for having me, brother. Good luck, Art Chad and fucking Toastify and Honk.
Hell yeah.
God bless. Thank you guys.
It was nice
Peace,
talking
bro.
to you, man.
Likewise. See you, bro.
So Art Chad, you wanted to have a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a talk, a little bit of a conversation, right?
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the business side of things. I think it's good to talk about these things. Good to get it on the table. It's
let's talk business. Let's do it.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm at a point in my channel where it's there's a lot of directions I could go. And I was listening to you on Destiny, and I was on the Destiny podcast talk about your strategy, how you kind of maintain growth. So that was really interesting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm down to, share whatever insight I can, or just talk about stuff. What kind of crossroads do you feel like you're at with your channel right now?
I feel like I just hit 70K, and that a lot of it came really fast, and I'm like, do I have the clout to make longer videos and disappear for like 6 weeks to 2 months and then come back with a long video, or should I stop and make like weekly content? It's I don't know. It's very
How long does it take to make you a video right now, and what's like the average viewership you're getting on them?
It's up in the air. I feel like I'm probably like 2-3 weeks on a video. Maybe like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to shave off any time I can on that right now. Writing's how long do you spend writing?
Well, I'm not always the one writing is the thing. I pay writers sometimes. Often actually. So how much time do I actually spend writing? I probably write. I mean, I write every video on my second channel when they're written. Obviously I have to record those and everything. On the main channel, I probably write one a month, I would say.
One a month?
Yeah. And those, usually the ones I pick to do on the main channel is stuff I'm super knowledgeable about. So like, it kind of writes itself. Like I can get it done in a couple of days if I lock in, Yeah. Yeah, no, I pay people to help me write my videos, which for you, I would assume would be more difficult for you to do. But you can correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, it just seems like it would be more difficult for you to do, especially when you have a smaller channel. I think, building the brand and establishing like what your voice is something that takes time to do before you can like try to teach other people to, kind of understand that. Cause that's always been one of my like biggest gripes with like, sometimes when I like have a writer work with me for the first time, it's like, it doesn't sound like me, or it's not like to the level of detail or like that I would want. And finding a good writer is like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Like it's so fucking difficult to find people who are good at writing.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Like I really wouldn't, I don't know who I would trust to,
How much time does your editing take?
Editing takes a while. I feel like we probably like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. If I lock the fuck in and I'm like 8-hour days, 7 days a week, I can do it in a week.
Really? How long are your videos? Sorry, I haven't watched a lot of your videos. I mostly know you because you're friends with Chris. How long are your videos when you make them?
Oh yeah. Dope. It's my latest one was like 8 minutes, but I'm trying to work up to like that 20 minute mark is what I want to start hitting pretty consistently.
So why does it take so long to get these videos done?
The editing's crazy. Like that's what I mean. I'm trying to find strategies to get the time up without having to sink more time into the production. Like if I do,
are you doing a lot of like motion graphics and like After Effects stuff?
I'm all green screen. Like everything I do is
oh
yeah, like I'll do like a 15 minutes green screen. Like I feel like Nikki Jakey's a really good.
Yeah, I know he is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good example of like my editing style is that stuff. So it's so graphic heavy that ends up taking a while. And then like especially with writing, I really want to get good quotes. I want to be pretty credible, pretty down to earth. So that's not something I really can cut corners on as far as writing goes.
I wouldn't say you can ever cut corners on writing. The only thing you could do is hire someone who's as good as you at it, but I probably wouldn't do that at this point. I would say this one, I mean, it would probably make sense to hire an editor, right? So that while they're editing, you can be working on the next video and you can get videos out, you know, every, I don't know, who knows, 2 weeks instead of, you know, one every 3 weeks or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like video editors are not that expensive for what you're asking for if the videos are, you know. So what I pay for video edits is like for a 40-minute video edit, I pay $1,500. So you could probably get away with for an 8-minute video, much less than that. Obviously, yours might be a little more graphics intensive than mine, but and a little more like, you know, sort of retentive in terms of like how you're getting people to pay attention to what's going on. But I feel like you could still outsource some of the money that you're making from YouTube to that. Is YouTube your full-time job?
No, I still have a day job.
Oh, okay. Do you think it would it financially make sense to you to put some of the money you're making from YouTube back into it? Are you at a point where you could do that?
Yeah, it's getting close. I'm pretty consistent with sponsorships at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely probably 2 months away, maybe a month away from getting to that point.
So I'll put it this way, and I'll get like specific about numbers. So the most money I ever made in a month off of YouTube when I was just working by myself and it was just me was like maybe like $20,000, like maybe $25,000. That was like the most I'd ever made in a month.
That from just AdSense?
Yeah, just AdSense, and that was just me working. That was just me. The most I've ever made from having people work for me. I think it was one of the Decembers. I think it was like 160 grand or something like that. And I never would have ever been able to get there if I hadn't hired people and then scaled it up. I mean, Hunk, who's in the call right now, he edits all my second channel videos, and I never would have been able to even run the second channel while running my other shit if I didn't have him, because the editing just takes so much time.
Yeah, 100%.
And he basically has, you know, a full-time workload from editing, you know, my stupid commentary videos.
Yeah, no, the editing is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it's like there's, I guess the way that I would put it is like because when I was going through the transition to like whether or not I wanted to do that kind of like where I pay people, I had a very big I had kind of like I had a very big apprehension behind hiring anyone else, because I was like, well, I have to do it. Like, it has to be me. I had like this vision in my head of like, oh, well, YouTube is about like this idealistic thing where like one guy does every part of the process and it's all his creative vision. But I think a lot of that just kind of comes from ego. And I think that a more valuable thing is to recognize that with almost everything you do, not with everything, but with almost everything you do, you're not the only person who can do it. And there are other people who can do it as well, if not better than you. And editing is the first thing that makes sense to give up, because the writing is the foundation of the video. And if the channel is your voice and you really care about that, then I think you should maintain your writing thing as long as possible, unless you can find someone who can literally be duplicated, because a lot of what you say, I assume, is based on your opinion rather than like a historical, you know, or sort of like documentation of things. Like a lot of it is like how you feel. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, definitely. I would,
okay. So based on that, like, so for example, for like my Tom Dark channel, which is all my opinion, like I could never have someone write one of those videos because it's about what I have to say. It's a very opinionated channel. So that's something I could never give up. But on my main channel, a lot of it is like, it's like video essays where you're documenting like the history of someone. It's not a persuasive essay. It's more just like expository. It's explaining something, right? It's explaining the history of someone. And so from that perspective, like there are people who could do that as well as I can, but no one could be me. No one could have my opinions and explain them the way that I can, which is why I have to do every single thing on the Tom Dark channel, right? I have to do all of that. And so that's basically the advice I would give you is like the editing, you can teach someone how to edit based on your personality. I showed the guy who's in this call, Hunk, I showed him like my editing style. And I was like, this is what I like to do. And then he got to the point where he was able to edit them himself. And then he like surpassed my editing ability on these particular videos.
Thank you,
because yeah, no worries. I mean, you do very well, you know. And the same is with my main channel editor. He was about on par as far as like technical ability with software when he started working for me. And at this point, I can't do half of what he does for my own videos because he's just had time to get better and focus on it. And it's very hard to be the best at everything when you're juggling multiple things. But if you pay someone to edit your videos, you can get way better at writing, and you can just dump all your time into that, and the videos will be better overall, I think. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. Yeah, just outsource the editing.
Yeah, that's actually pretty. I did that once, and I felt that you kind of, like you said, the ego, I don't know, like ego, just like selfishness. Like, fuck, I need to do it all myself. So this is me, but it is something
that will go away if you hire someone who's like really good. And I will say, like, it's difficult to find a good video editor, and I'm very fortunate because a lot of the applications I get are fucking retarded. So it's kind of difficult, but it can be done.
Yeah,
bro. I remember when you fucking put the job offering, for Tom Dark, you put a post in your community tab, and the first day you posted it, I was like, I'm not even going to apply. And then the second day, the following day, you're like, yeah, I only got applications from furries and Indian people. Can I please get other people to apply?
Bro, they were all just so bad. Like, if there was a great furry video editor, I would hire him in a second. But they were all so bad. They were all so bad. And then you emailed me, and it was like, oh, wait, you can actually edit videos. So that's kind of what I was looking for. You'd be surprised how little people can edit a fucking video and how little people can take fucking instruction, bro. Oh, my. Like, so many people that, like, I've tried to work with. Like, I'll tell them to change something, or I'll be like, can we do this? And they're like, well, I thought it was better this way. And it's like, well, bro, it's for my YouTube channel. Like, can you just please, like, do what I'm paying you for? Like, it's not that big of a deal.
It's like an artsy thing, so they get, like, their emotions involved. It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, it's fine to have, like, an artistic approach to, like, videos and stuff. And, like, I think I'm at the point now where, like, I would take input from you or from, like, you know, people who edit the main channel videos, because, like, I think they have valuable insights and they know how the channel works at this point. But, like, if somebody just started working for me, you're gonna try to tell me, like, it's a bad idea to do this thing that I've been doing for years and has made a bunch of money. Like, what is wrong with you? But a lot of people just can't take instruction, and also getting things done in a timely manner and meeting deadlines is, like, it seems like so basic, but it's such an insane expectation in my experience trying to hire video editors. Like, I don't know if I'm just only if I've only tried to hire children or people who, once again, live in Bangladesh, but it's typically I have a very hard time. So when you find, I use this analogy. It's like finding someone who can, like, edit video well is like finding, like, $1 million in a suitcase. It's, like, insane. Like, it's retarded.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, one thing I will say, ArtChad, is, like, for, like, more of a short-term kind of fix to your problem, is that, yeah, maybe it might be sort of, like, out of your budget to be hiring an editor for every video. So, like, smaller things that I would probably focus on is, like you said, like, it's like a business, like, really treating the channel like a business. And, like, with a graphic heavy video, it's really easy to get carried away doing, like, 1 5-second meme that takes, like, 4 hours to edit. So I guess my biggest advice would be, like, try to, like, trudge forward through the video and not, like, re-watch sections over and over. I'm, like, really guilty of that, where if I think something's funny, I'll watch it like 500 times, but then I've wasted a fucking hour just, like, sitting there watching the same shit over and over again.
I do that a lot.
A big philosophy I think we've always had is just because Hunk, I know you and I have talked a lot about this, is just, like, doing cool video edits is really important, but it's more important to be consistent. Especially on YouTube. And so it's like, if you actually watch the videos, because when did we start working together? Was it like a year ago?
Yeah, January last year.
Okay, so when we started working together, like, if you watch those old videos, like, the editing is way worse than it is now. But the point is that, like, we weren't trying to make every single video the absolute best. It was, like, improving over time with the editing, to the point where now if you watch the video editing now versus then, it's completely unrecognizable. But it wasn't like every single video we were obsessing over, like, okay, we'll spend years editing this video. It was like, we're gonna make this video the best we can within the time frame, and we're gonna get it out, and then we're gonna do the next one. And that's always kind of been the mentality. You kind of have to have, like, a blue collar approach to it. Sam Hyde has a lot of great advice on, like, art and getting things done that I've taken over the years, and I think a lot of other YouTube people have recently caught on to that. He always says treat it like a blue collar job. I think he got that from Vincent Gallo or some other director he likes. But basically, it's really important to treat art like a job, where, like, you set deadlines for yourself, you work a consistent schedule, and once you start making money, like, if you're into any business, right? Like, which makes no mistake, YouTube is artistic. You know, I know you're ArtChad, but it is also a business. In any business, once you start making money, what do? You pay other people to do the skills that you don't want to spend time doing, so you can figure out more ways to make money, or you can make yourself, the whole business, more money. And, like, that's ultimately, like, just what I did with YouTube and what I feel like everyone should be doing, you know?
Yeah. I know. I think it's hard to, not hard, it's difficult to get into that mindset with, I think a lot of artists have this, you know, I went to art school, and so many people are just fucking retarded, man. Just, like, shoot themselves in the foot constantly because they they have this conception of art as this sacred thing. Art as this thing that's holier than everything else. It's so pure and can't be touched. And like creativity is something like that. But like, yeah, I like that Sam Hyde advice because every professional artist works like that. There's no professional artist who is just like this sort of genius savant. They're always they're always just like
they're hard workers. Yeah,
yeah, they're hard workers. They got shit out. They're productive. They're always producing stuff.
And that's like I think there was okay, so my favorite director is David Fincher. Okay.
Doesn't sound correct.
Oh wait. Wait, we should be good now.
Yeah. But you got 2 microphones though, right? What's this?
Is that? Does my mic sound better right now? Did the quality just get better?
And you muted desktop audio.
Bro doesn't know how to use Discord.
Wait.
Bro is not getting groomed.
I don't know.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
Saving yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've been using like your headphones.
I've been streaming, talking into the mic on my headset. That's like just a fucking Audio Technica set, but for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's hilarious. That's
yeah.
cool.
Saplo just came in and told me I wasn't connected to my Blue Yeti. I was connected to my headset.
You should keep doing that. That's like what fucking Jinxie does, and like he just like screams in his like Xbox headset. It's awesome.
This is the first time I've owned a Blue Yeti for 2 years. I've never used it. I guess I've only ever used my headset audio.
I hate the Blue Yeti, to be honest with you. When I had that mic, I thought it sounded like shit. The best mic I've ever gotten is the Audio Technica AT2020 USB, and it was the same price as the Yeti, and it's like infinitely better, and it's never failed me. And it also jerks me off because I'm gay.
Yeah, the fucking Yeti sucks, but okay, at least we're not talking to the headset anymore.
Based. But yeah, I just think like David Fincher is one of my favorite directors, and if you listen to people's biggest complaints about him from inside the industry, they say he runs his film sets like a Nazi, which is just to say he's very orderly and he likes schedules and he likes the trains to run on time, which is really important when you're running a business, which is what his movies are. They're great pieces of art, but it's also like we got to get things done, and to get things done and to make great art, you have to like push yourself a little bit. And I mean, you don't want to get to the point where you're like having suicidal ideations over it, but like you need to treat it like a job. You got to work. You can't spend 2 hours a day working or whatever. Not that you do that, but you can't be lazy about it. And you can't be afraid to like make moves that will only benefit you just because of like some ego thing,
Yeah, I know, especially with money too. Like I have a day job, and then I remember last December 2023, I got a big fat YouTube check, and then also I'm a bartender, so like that's the craziest time in the industry. And I remember like that month, I was like, I've never made that much money in 30 days. This is fucking insane. But it's like my first bag, and I just blew it on dumb shit, like going to nice restaurants and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it was just so retarded. But now I'm kind of realizing like, oh, okay, you have to put things aside and reinvest into the business. Rather than just
I got kind of lucky that I like to eat like slop, and I don't have taste in anything, so I just stack all my money because I don't even know what like designer clothes are. I don't know what like super nice food is apart from like the price tag. I just like to eat fucking Burger King and play Fortnite all day. That's all I want to do.
The finest delicacy is a Zin.
Bro, that's true. It actually like. I literally would rather have a Zin than an expensive steak most days. To be honest with you. That's true.
Treat myself to a little Zin, actually. Thanks
dude, I saw you had some serious frat boy swag the other day on your Instagram story. You looked like a member of Nelk. It was fucking sick.
Oh my god, my girlfriend's from Edmonton, Alberta, and the Oilers are in the playoffs, and she wanted to go see the game, but she's not like a hick at all. She's not even into hockey. She just wanted to go see it, so I like surprised her. Yeah. I was like, oh, I dressed up to remind you of home in case you were homesick.
That's funny. Yeah, it was a good fit. You definitely pulled off the look. Isn't one of the Nelk guys is from there, I think? Or is he from Toronto? Kyle Forgard.
Yeah, he's from Ontario.
He is? Okay, yeah. I thought so. He's probably from Brampton, fucking dirty piece of shit.
I think he is, yeah. It's not Toronto. It's like one of those suburbs.
Like a Richmond Hill. Yeah. Fucking Jesus.
No, bro's from somewhere super fucked up. Yeah. Bro is not from Ancaster, but yeah, I think just trying to think like how do you get your business to the next level in terms of YouTube is always an important thing, and like some part of that is kind of like strategizing and thinking about the direction of where you want to be, and also just, I mean, think about it this way, like if you didn't have your day job and because you could just pay all the bills full time with YouTube, think about how much more art you could make and how much more, money you could make from that, and then how many more people you could hire to make more stuff. Like it's kind of like exponential variables, Like
yeah.
The more time you have, like if you can pay someone to save you time, like I feel like you should always do that, because time is so finite and it's so important. And it's like the biggest obstacle to getting things done is just sitting in a room and fucking laboring away. Will the merch ever come back? Maybe in a while. You'll see. New drop eventually.
You'll see.
With your mom. You'll see. Maybe you'll finally stop gooning when it comes out.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but even
but yeah, I just.
My
sorry,
fucking.
what were you gonna say?
Oh, my cousin. My cousin built a whole software company, and I remember I went to go see him. He lived in Montreal at the time, and he was opening his 18th office in Norway. Like he's like, this business is fucking huge. But he was the lowest paid member of the company. He paid himself like 40K Canadian a year was his salary, because he was just so dedicated to like saving the money to like keep the business growing that he was living in a bachelor apartment, even though like the company was worth $20-30 million. It's like,
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, the dedication was insane, but it's definitely the way to go at this point too. Once you, I feel like everyone kind of realizes like you get your first initial success, and then you realize like, oh, this is a very long game. This is not like a one and done. Now I'm just an established YouTuber, and now I'm just kind of like, now I'm set. Like it's such a fucking marathon.
Yeah. There's enough YouTubers now that like, because like back in the day when you started out, when YouTube started out rather, it was like fucking like you have a video go viral and then you're Smosh. Right?
Yeah.
And you just like are a thing. And that's not how it is anymore. There's too many people. There's too many YouTubers to watch. There's too many people watching YouTube. You can't do that anymore. You have to be consistent. And if you're not consistent at any point, it's very likely you'll fall. You'll fall off, basically. And if you come back, people might not even watch you. So it really is like a business thing to compete for people's attention. It really is a competitive thing to like make sure that the attention is on you. Once again, 48 laws of power. Make sure all eyes are on you. There you go, buddy. Fire.
I know, we're really in this sort of, I don't know what to call it, like post-truth YouTube. The fact that you can find a channel now that gets, like a 1 million sub channel that you've never heard of before, has 5 videos in a row that got 1 million, 2 million views, and then their next video gets like 20K. Like, have you seen that? You've seen channels with that kind of track record? It's fucking weird. Like, there's no one...
Honestly, that seems insane to me. Did the video get like super age restricted, like butt fucked into the ground, or are they like more inconsistent than that? Because I've never seen a channel like that.
I've seen a few like that. I've seen a few like, especially video essay channels pop up where there's no audience commitment. Like they don't actually they don't actually have an audience. What was that?
I've seen some of that.
Mine gets fucked by that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that a couple of times.
You've had that a couple of times? Well, you haven't had like you haven't had 5 in a row that got 1 million views and then get one with 20. You'll have
true. Yeah.
You'll have like one with 50 and one with a few hundred thousand.
I'll have a few that get like 100K, 200K, 300K, and then one will just tank and get like 20K. And that might just because of the ideas I choose. To be fair, so.
In fairness, your channel is like you have like 100K subs, right?
7, like almost 80K.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not that bad considering all things considered. It's not like if you were getting like 1,000 views, it would be like okay. We need to get you on life support.
Yeah, it sounds the same as me. Like same channel size, same sort of like I had a video like 2 months ago get like 400K views, and then like 100K, and then I had a video that like 20K. Like it just vary all over the place.
I think a lot of it is like the consistency thing is important because you're building an expectation that you're going to provide content for people to watch, and like the expectation can be like limiting if you let it be. But if like you see a video do well, I think rather than thinking about how can I make a video about the same topic because then I'll like milk it and I'll get views again, you should be thinking about like why did it do well for everything outside of the topic itself, and like how can I do a video on another topic where it has like a similar level of execution that people really like that it will do well,
Yeah, I mean that's the dream.
You don't want to be pigeonholed. Yeah, like Lemon, he does this really well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, you want that audience that's gonna be like, I want to see what this person has to say. Like, I don't give a fuck what they talk about. Like, Exerbia.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, same type of thing. How do you do you see like how do you see yourself evolving in the next few years? Do you think about this, or are you just kind of set on like what you're doing right now is working and you don't want to scale that up?
I definitely want to scale it up. I'm definitely a big proponent of the get out while it's still good mentality, where you don't want to do the same thing forever and become stale. I think a lot of what I want to do is these like more ambitious IRL documentaries. I need to figure out how to do them better because I've only done a few and I haven't figured out how to master the pacing and everything and editing. But I think doing more of that stuff where I'm getting involved in a story and meeting weird people, I think has been personally interesting to me, but I also think some of my favorite, most memorable videos I've seen on YouTube in the last few years have been that kind of like in-person, on-the-ground documentary where you're doing a profile piece about someone rather than talking about their Kiwi Farms thread, you know? So I would like to do more of that. I think in my mind that's kind of the next thing, but it takes a little bit of time. As far as my second channel, I aim to be the biggest daily commentary channel in the world, and I know it's kind of it sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, but that is definitely my plan to do, and I think I will achieve it within a few years. Yeah, for the main channel, definitely getting more ambitious with like the scope of what I want to do and the execution is what I would like to be, because I don't want to be I like Sunny V2, I like what he does, but I wouldn't want to be in the same position forever, you know? I don't want to be in the same position forever. I'd like to be creatively fulfilled in what I'm doing, and at this point, my second channel makes enough money that I can like pay all the bills and everything, and you know, it kind of, because I have editors, like it's not like I have to spend like all day on it. Like I can realistically, if I wanted to, I guess probably spend 2 hours a day on it to get a video out, and I'll be fine. So at that point, it's like I would like to be more ambitious with what I do on my main channel, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I don't know exactly where it's going to be. I probably need to develop a more clear game plan, but I do have kind of a vision of the kind of thing I want to do and like the emotion I feel from the video that I would like to have. Yeah. Yeah.
Does Sunny V2 still pull huge numbers? Is he still super consistent?
Yeah, he does pretty well. I mean, every video he's getting, I'd say minimum around 2 million views, which is pretty fucking good doing weekly, you know?
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, he does well. And he has been, he's somewhat forward thinking too, where he's expanded from just like the rise and fall of ex-YouTuber to doing videos about like celebrities and like culture and like list videos. Like he, you know, you can, I guess in the sense of like art, you can say it's not the most like ambitious thing in the world, but in terms of like making a good product that people want to see, he's definitely figured out how to evolve, and I think there's a lot to be learned from him that some people I think kind of cast doubt on because they're like, oh, well, he makes videos for normies, or they're not that in depth, you know. He has something to him.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. I mean, most people are normies. You gotta make stuff for normies.
Game is game, my friend. Game is game.
I remember
he has game.
There's I was out with dinner for, you know, like CJ the X. You ever heard of it?
Not JXC, different guy?
CJ the X. It's like long, like hour-long. He's someone who's like every 6 months, but the videos always like he's got fucking major clout. Like every video he posts gets 1 million views.
Yeah, so he has kind of an H-bomber guy riz, I see.
Yeah, and he was saying never disrespect the monoculture. Like, don't think that, you know, what most people like is bad because most people like it. Like, if most people like something or want to watch something, it's probably has some merit to it. I definitely subscribe to that. Like, especially where, like,
I agree.
If I'm, like, getting into, you know, if I'm doing a video about, like, niche philosophy or I'm quoting, like, niche authors, there's that, like, especially coming from university and academia, I was, like, in a master's program. Like, I want to just fucking jack off and make, like, you know, intellectual cum about how niche and abstract can I get in philosophy, but at the end of the day, like I want to make stuff for the layman. I want to make stuff that people are gonna watch and actually like take something away from, rather than just have a thousand people be like, oh wow, you read that book that 1,000 people have read. That's so cool, you know.
That kind of like incestuous, like pretentious thing to art is so ego driven too. It's like I'm better than you because I know the most obscure thing. It's like with music taste, like these fuckers who, there's like this phenomenon I've noticed where like I listen to like a lot of metal, and a lot of metalheads are like fuck pop music. You know, I fucking hate pop music. It's not real music, and like that's such a retarded way to view the world. It's very corny, but you know, usually people grow out of that by the time they hit, I don't know, 22. But some of them are stuck in that forever, unfortunately.
Yeah, seriously, it was like baffling coming from arts. Like once I got out of art school, it's like I left a simulation, and I was like, oh wow, this is what it was like. I had to relearn how reality worked, because the way it works then in art school is just so idiosyncratic and so insular, and it just is not actually like. I got like super depressed actually. I was like, when I dropped out of my master's program, and like that month, 2 month, 3 month period, I was like I was like completely existential on life, because I was like, oh god, like I've wasted 4 years, you know, just digging myself into a hole that doesn't go anywhere.
I think what you could do is you could take the skills you learn from art school and like the, you know, technical knowledge you have, and just apply that to like kind of a business mindset, because the only artists that succeed are people who treat it like a business generally, you know. A lot of the great artists you remember from the past were miserable, broke people that nobody cares about anymore. And it's like, well, their art had a great impact. I guess that's cool if that's the only thing you care about. But for the majority of people who do that, their art doesn't have a great impact because it's not that good, because they're not really trying. Only like the, you know, genius IQ savants really make it. And even then, some of them, you know, don't do that well. And they wanted to kill themselves their entire lives. And some of them did. What's his YouTube? It's Art Chad.
Yeah, no, I know. It's that's the other thing too. Is like we look up to these people who fucking off themselves. We look up to these people who are like depressed drug addicts who killed themselves, and like those are our heroes. That's every artist's hero. It's really weird. It really is just, I don't know. It's like optics. Everyone.
Artists are like, the mentality of an artist is such a punishing one. Like it's, to quote Gokinaru, it's like, it's so resentful. Like most artists are so, they're so jealous, they're so pretentious, they're so self-entitled. I find it very, very cringe, and that's why I hate a lot of the art community on Twitter, because they very much embody that, like the I deserve more than you type thing, because I'm me and because I make the best thing.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know who Rick Owens is?
I know the name.
He's a designer. He clothing brand. It's really big in like the Opium Gang. Blade fans are really into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know who Blade is, unfortunately. Yeah.
He's got he's got the same kind of philosophy, because he's like easily the biggest. I'd say not the biggest designer in like on the same level as like Gucci or something, but like has the most clout, has the most impact, and like the highest respect. But he totally treats it like a business. He's just about like output, experimenting, and like putting that first, because it's like the art exists in the context of the business, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And then the art doesn't exist without the business having a good foundation, or else.
I mean, if you're gonna spend this much time on something, why wouldn't you try to fucking make some money out of it? You know?
Yeah, I know. It's a bit.
It seems ridiculous.
Do you ever like? Do people ever try to pigeonhole you politically? Like they keep trying to like expect what you're gonna say next based on what they think your politics are.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely like within my audience, there's a portion of people that want me to be farther right, and then outside of it, there's a portion that think I'm too far right, or am very far right. I generally don't really care about partisan politics or have any real opinion on most of the day-to-day, but you know, because I'm kind of like an edgy person and I'm willing to hang out with right-wingers, I think people just see me as a conservative person. And in my general lifestyle, I don't think there's very much conservative about me. Certainly from a policy perspective, I wouldn't be cool with most, especially socially conservative policies, but I think people just, you know, they see me a certain way, and, you know, to an extent, I also just, I like hate internet leftists because they have a lot of power right now and they're really cringe, so that's definitely part of why they see me that way, but I'm kind of fine with that, you know?
I know. I mean, yeah, I was watching the, what is it, Scared of the Dark? What the fuck is that channel, that like drama today?
In Praise of Shadows.
In Praise of Shadows. yeah, that shit's... Yeah. I've tried to make a pretty conceited, I've tried to make a pretty strong effort to not like try to be right wing, but like definitely try to separate myself from left wing YouTube as much as I can. Like I'll make videos critiquing like corporate culture, critiquing capitalism, but I'll never go like far. I'll never go be like, oh, I'm like a Marxist or I'm like this, because it's like I'm not, and I don't want to be like I purposely use the word retard in all of my videos at least once as like a signal.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's why I constantly have to remind my audience that I like to say the N-word, because I don't want to accumulate an audience of people who get mad at me for that, you know? Like I don't want to face audience capture. And it's not even that I like care about saying it that much, but it's just like I don't think it's that bad, and I think it's funny. So sometimes I'm going to, and I would hate to accumulate an audience of people who then like turn on me because they're like, wait, I found out that he's fucking edgy. You know, it's like I can't deal with that kind of thing. You know, it's a huge, I think, stopping point of a lot of channels. And then a lot of the problem is like once people have that kind of audience and they realize they're dissimilar to them, they feel like they have to play into it to maintain their business, which is a really bad thing long term. You don't want to suffer from audience capture in that way. A lot of right wingers have this problem, not in YouTube, but more like a greater scale, like the Petersons of the world, people like that. I think some of them are more delusional about what they believe as well.
I know I've talked with Gokunaru a lot. It's like he's my in to the drama stuff. I don't really follow it like peripherally. Then he'll always give me the rundown on shit when we're working together at the studio. And it's like it always seems like the biggest thing people get canceled for is just unmet expectations. Is the best way to chalk it up. Like it's these Minecraft YouTubers who everyone thought they were like a cozy soft boy, and then they yelled at their girlfriend once and they get fucking canceled for it.
What you really don't want to do is like, you don't want to make content for a certain kind of person, right? Because if you do that, then there's like certain beliefs that come along with that, that if you betray that in any way, they'll instantly fucking hate you. You really don't want to have that kind of thing. Like Danny Gonzalez recently, one of the bigger commentary channels, he recently apologized to his audience for drinking Starbucks in a video because they don't even support Israel, but the audience thinks that they support Israel. And he apologized for drinking fucking coffee, and like I would hate to be in a position like that where I'm so scared of my audience. I feel like I need to apologize for drinking fucking coffee. Like I will never do that. Yeah, that's a dark place to be, I think. But that does happen to right-wing people too. It's just on YouTube we see a lot more left-leaning people because it's like socially advantageous online at the moment. But it happens on both sides, you know.
Yeah, definitely fucking apologizing. It's like the biggest sin. It's the worst career move you can make right now. There's this
great Sunny V2 video about DaBaby, and I don't know what the thumbnail is now, but the old thumbnail was a picture of DaBaby, and the title was, or the text in the thumbnail was just "Never respond." And I printed that out at one point with my dad's printer, and I had it on my wall. I wanted to remember it. But yeah, like genuinely, like I think a lot of people are under the misconception that they have to explain themselves to their audience. And like some portion of the audience might get mad at you, but if you make a point, unless it's like a genuinely egregious thing where you're really fucked up, generally explaining yourself through your words is a bad idea. I think generally the best thing you can do is like show your intention through action. And I think that's one of the missteps that iDubbbz made, where he spent too much time trying to explain himself, and in the process he got rid of a lot of his audience. Yeah, just literally like the blood is yapping. It's that kind of meme.
Yeah, you gotta yap as little as possible. Yeah, say less.
Yeah, well, like people aren't following you for any reason other than they want to see your good content. And like when you cater to this small demographic that wants you to like play into their personal political beliefs, like you instantly just start losing ground in that way. And then the people that are just there for the good content want to leave, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, like you get like, you know, your channel that size and you're getting like 1 million views on a video and you get 70 comments, right? 70 people are mad at you. And then to you, it just optically looks like everyone fucking hates you because you have 70 comments that are like, oh, I'm fucking mad at you for this, right? So you feel like you have to do something about it, but it's like, yeah, you shouldn't. It's just a bad move. It's gonna hurt you in the long run.
Right. Yeah, I remember like in the case of that Danny Gonzalez guy, like he got canceled a while ago. Well, I mean, quote unquote canceled because he said beaner in one of his videos.
But he's Mexican. His name is Gonzalez.
Yeah, his Mexican last name is Gonzalez. He was quoting Jake Paul saying, "Oh, Jake Paul called those twins that were in Team 10. He called them beaners." So it wasn't like he was actually saying it. He was literally quoting Jake Paul. And then he said the only reason that he issued this apology is because 4 years after the video came out, he got one email of somebody being like, "Hey, I can't believe you said beaner. Like, this is crazy." So
I feel like these people have an anxiety disorder or something.
I think so too.
I don't have particularly like I feel like I don't have particularly thick skin or anything, but like I feel like most of these people will fucking quit if they had to deal with half the shit I deal with. There's tweets every week calling for my death, saying like a gif of Michael Jordan dunking or like someone popping champagne like me when Turkey Tom dies at 20 years old. Like I just started to laugh at it and ignore it because it is genuinely funny. But it's also like, why would you let these fuckers get to your head? Like it doesn't matter. Like even if you're white, you can say beaner in context. If you're calling a Mexican person a beaner, that's probably pretty fucking bad because you're actually being racist against them. But like he was quoting Jake Paul calling him racist, and he ended up like apologizing for that, and now he's apologizing for drinking Starbucks. And like I said, like now he set the expectation where anything he does that can offend anyone, he's gonna have to apologize, which is crazy because this fucking guy is a commentary channel who calls out and makes fun of other people. So I can't imagine what's gonna happen when he genuinely fucks up and someone makes a criticism of him. He's gonna fucking cut himself or something, and it's gonna be horrible. Like these people have no, I don't even know if they have, I don't know if it's conviction or, but like anything. Like it makes me wonder, like, do you actually believe anything? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you gotta shed that audience. It's like me and Greg talk about that a lot. It's just like it's almost refreshing when you like I'll post a video and within the first hour I'll lose like 50 subs and I'm like those are 50 subs I didn't want.
Right.
Those are.
You kind of just have to never accumulate them in the first place, ideally. But yeah, you will unfortunately, like they'll come. You know, unfortunately, no matter what you do. Like I fucking I posted this tweet not that long ago that was like a meme saying that I would make a video about the problems with Palestine. And I just thought it would be a funny video. And then I noticed, I was checking my analytics a few days ago, and on that day, both of my channels lost subscribers, actually. My main channel gains enough subs every day that it wasn't like a actual net loss. Like the channel, like I basically every day the channel gains 1,000 subs, but that day it was like I gained 200 because like 800 people unsubscribed or something. And on my second channel, I think it actually lost like 50 subs because these people, to be clear, I don't give a fuck about Palestine or Israel. They saw that I made a meme and assumed that I was a Zionist because of that. And I kind of just looked at that as like, well, good fucking riddance, because I don't want these people in my audience. I don't even know how they subscribed to me in the first place if they fucking didn't understand that I like to fuck around. But yeah, like you don't want to deal with those people because the more you accumulate, the bigger it will be if it like all comes out at once, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Also, play Fortnite. Change all your videos to making Fortnite videos, please, instead of whatever you're doing right now. I feel like that would be better for your business. Just my thought.
I'd actually downloaded Fortnite, and then I was...
Yo. Turn the fuck up, boy. Turn the fuck up. You better get a good skin. Get the Mr. B skin.
I haven't played it in like 2 years. No, fuck, 2 years. I haven't played it in like fucking... Dude, I think I played like 2017.
Yeah, that's when it was really big, I guess. I never played back then. I was like, this is a normie game. I'm not playing this. I am not playing this. But now it's Sigma, so I play it.
Yeah, it's like Minecraft. It's ascended fully.
Exactly, yeah. Well, now, like, if you play it, you're a high IQ individual, in my opinion, because you're stuck around long enough, you know, but... 2017, you're a chud. If you play it then, you're a racist and a chud.
I don't have enough RAM in my brain to, like, play games and stream. Even, like, I can't even form a sentence while I'm also playing a game.
Oh, well, the key is just to be really bad. The key is to be really bad, but give people enough visual stimulation from walking around in the map that they don't really notice that much. So that's the way I do it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm generally pretty horrible. Yeah, but it's whatever. All in good fun.
Damn.
Just have them like stimulating spirals on the screen. It'll be all fine.
You put like Family Guy funny moments, like Subway Surfers. How you stream?
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about? You can stick around if you want, but just like a specific topic or.
I think there are any more questions about the business side of stuff. Who do you look up to? What are your YouTubers that you're like, oh, this is a good model?
Like right now?
Yeah, or in the past, like who's inspired you?
As far as model, I don't know. I mean, people in the past that mostly inspired me were more like just I thought their videos were good. Like when I was younger, I liked a lot of commentary guys like, you know, Leafy, Pyrocynical, people like that. I don't really watch a lot of that stuff these days because I'm making so much of it. But as far as like models, I mean, you know, Sam Hyde is a pretty decent business model from what I can tell. Mr. Beast, actually, I like his like scaling process. And you talked about was it your friend or your brother who runs like a big company and he collects like 40 grand a year and lives in a shitty apartment?
My cousin, yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. Beast has kind of a very similar mentality where he basically just reinvests all his money into the business. He doesn't really buy things. And I think he said at one point he bought an i8 and then he sold it pretty much immediately and just bought like a normal car because he would rather just spend his life investing in the business and caring about the process. So I like that. As far as YouTubers that I really look forward to, like when they post, I mean, Gokanaru, whenever he posts, once every 3 years, that's a pretty good event.
Yeah.
Let me think. I watch Wendigoon videos. They're good to listen to in the background. I watch a lot of Destiny, big surprise. Willie Mack Show is a great commentary channel because he's more of a journalist. That he did a great series about Andrew Tate and all of his crimes. Now he's definitely guilty, so that was a great series. Apart from that, what the fuck else do I watch on YouTube? I feel like that's most of it. Let me think. There's some like people completely outside of the sort of like genre of stuff we do that I wouldn't even call YouTubers. Like fuck, who's that comedian guy who made it was called The Mask 2024? Is it Ryan O'Malley?
Oh, Connor O'Malley.
Yeah, that guy's videos.
He's a fucking genius. Have you seen? There's a deleted one called like Hudson Yards Simulator.
I haven't seen that.
It only exists in a re-upload. That's like one of the best pieces of comedy I've ever seen in my life.
I like the 5G cigarettes one. That one's really good.
Yeah, criminally underrated.
Yeah, he's genuinely really funny. So yeah, I like his stuff is really good. Yeah, that's about it. How about you? Who are you watching, looking up to, being like, this is Kino, YouTube Kino?
I feel like Nikki Jakey has always been a big one. I just like the idea. When I started out, my whole goal is to do what he does, but just do it for like philosophy and culture rather than do it on video games, because his format is so good. He's so good at storytelling.
Yeah, I watched it when he was really blowing up. Like, I used to like his videos about. He did like a video about Halo. I think it was Halo 3, and that was genuinely a really good video. Or maybe it was Halo 2. I can't remember which one it was, but when he was like really starting out before the exercise ball era, I liked his stuff quite a bit. Yeah, I doubt that his stuff now is bad. I haven't kept up with it, but yeah, I remember when he was blowing up. I was one of the first. I was subscribed when he was under 30K. Okay, so
damn,
don't fuck up. I'm a real fan.
Damn. You know, he's in that great. He's in that golden spot of like a video every 3 months that gets 5 million views.
Yeah, he does really well. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good spot. Is that where you would like to be? Like, you like to just spend like months on a video and then it like does well and you make money from it?
Yeah, I feel like there's an inevitable, like, you know, it's every animal has a certain amount of heartbeats that it can, you know, has a certain amount of energy output it can have before it dies, right? And YouTubers are kind of the same way, where like I feel like if you're uploading every day for 2 years, if you don't evolve massively or you don't parlay that into something that else besides YouTube, you're going to fall off just out of people seeing you too much.
Maybe. It depends on the person. I mean, PewDiePie did like double uploads for like 4 years and was successful throughout that, and then he like changed, but he eventually did change up what he was doing. Like, he went from gaming stuff to like kind of parody stuff and like commentary videos, so he kind of evolved what he did with time. But I think the consistency you can do. I don't think being seen too much is a problem, but I think just like the personal creative output is usually affected. But I think there are people who can do that, like consistent, like everyday video output for a long time, and they seem fine at it. Like, I mean, like, look at fucking these streamers like XQC and Asmongold. They consistently fucking stream for like 12 hours a day for months on end, no breaks, and they're still going, and they're still getting a ton of views, you know?
Yeah, that's just insane.
I have a lot of respect for those guys. Since I started streaming, I have a lot of newfound respect for what they do. Just the output is insane. Not that streaming is harder than a normal job, but there is something to these people that just the amount of time they put in on their fucking computer watching other people's videos, it really stacks up over time with consistency, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I know that the Hassan thing, harder than a normal job, is a stretch, but it definitely, yeah, it becomes like, yeah, it becomes blue collar. It becomes just arduous toil eventually. Even like when I stream once a week, and like by the time I'm at 3 hours, I'm just fucking exhausted.
That's how it was for me for a long time. I had to kind of edge myself into like being able to do longer streams. Like right now, even like I've been streaming for a few seconds short of 8 hours, but it's the first time I've streamed in a few weeks. And prior to this few week period hiatus, I guess, I was streaming like 2-3 times a week, and then it felt way more. I felt way more capable of doing it, but now I kind of feel like I'm like going to the gym for the first time after a few weeks. It's like I'm a little rusty, it's a little sore, I kind of want to fucking leave, you know, but I'm just trying to push through.
Yeah. do you do good money off of a long stream? Is that like a big boost to your income, or is it just like negligible?
So the donations are pretty good. Like for the time, it is worth it. Like this stream, I guess if you were to break it down, I'm making like 110 bucks an hour, which is decent for stream donos. But then if you take that and all the content gets cut up and put onto other channels, and then that's where the real money's made, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I think the way to make money, like a lot of money from donos, is you kind of have to be one of the bigger streamers, or have like a really cult following, or be really, really consistent with streaming. That's the way to make the serious money doing that. But part of why I like streaming so much is I can connect with the audience more, and I can like talk to them. Not that I've been talking to chat for half of the stream, but I can talk to chat more and see what they're thinking about live, and interact with them and like watch videos with them. It's a very loose format that I've come to appreciate a lot more as I've done it more. So yeah, I mean, I broke down the calculation of like how much money I would make if I was streaming like full time, if I was like getting the same viewership I'm getting right now, and I would make a lot less than I make right now. But I don't think I'd even mind it that much, honestly. I like streaming a lot. I don't think I'd have a lot of qualms about streaming every day, but I also like the other stuff I do, so I'm not really gonna do that,
Yeah. Have you met XQC? Have you met a lot of these people?
No, I talked to XQC once, and he didn't like me because I kept talking about Despacito and Gangnam Style. So I did talk to him once on stream, which I thought he would like that. But I feel like the only real streamer I've really talked to that's at a high level is like Destiny. I don't think I really know any of them to a greater extent than that. I think. If I'm not remembering someone right now, I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't think so. That guy is such a case for like how important consistency is, because he's consistently in the spotlight, just like being talked about online, and he's been doing it for so long, like fucking 15 years or something stupid like that.
Jesus Christ.
He technically he was the first full-time live streamer, believe it or not. So at least in the United States. So yeah, he's definitely a great case for how important consistency is to maintaining a career. He's been doing it forever. He's still killing it.
No, he's got that fucking that watch he has, the rainbow dial Rolex Daytona. It's like 400. The one he showed Ethan Klein.
Oh, XQC. Yeah. That guy makes so much money.
A $400,000 watch.
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, he also has.
I got my house on my
McLaren.
What do you say? Like, I got your house on my wrist, bitch.
That was awesome. That was fucking swag. I like when he like. I've come to appreciate being an asshole more. I think like rice gum flexing is so funny.
Yeah, I know. And he's from fucking Laval, Quebec. He's from like outside of Montreal.
Is that like a shitty area? Is that like an inbred area, or what's the deal?
I wouldn't call it inbred. It's just a very like working class. Like it's just working class industrial. Like there's nothing special about that place at all. It's just such a random fucking place to be from. Like Montreal is one thing, because Montreal, like especially within Canada, being French Canadian, you're so like your audience is so limited, and then to be from fucking to not even be from like Montreal, to be from fucking Laval is nuts. And to become the biggest streamer.
That's what's beautiful about it, right? You can be from anywhere, from any time, from any place on YouTube, and it doesn't really matter. If you're consistent and funny, you'll blow up. Even if you can't
even have to speak English. Yeah.
Yeah. And your audience is primarily English. Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, you ever think about buying a Rolex?
No, not really.
Never crossed your mind?
I kind of want to get a Bape hoodie. I thought about that.
Oh man. You gotta get the watch. Those things are sick. They hold their value. If you buy like a Rolex Submariner, you could basically buy it, wear it, and then sell it for what you bought it for. You're just transferring your wealth to a thing you wear.
I guess I just kind of don't care about any of that. I bought a house the other day, so I did that.
Oh fuck yeah, that's sick.
Oh shit, you went through with it. That's fire.
I did, yeah, at long last. But no, I guess I don't really care about watches or anything. Like I said, I have no taste. I don't know what anything is. I don't know what Supreme or Gucci is. Balenciaga. All I know about Balenciaga is it's run by pedophiles in Minecraft. That's all I know about that. Yeah. Do you want to buy a Rolex? Would that make you happy? Would it be good? Would it be swag?
Yeah, I think I have such a dumb perspective on wealth. I'm just the part of the world I'm from is just so tiny and poor that, especially when I moved to Toronto, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a fucking nice apartment, floor to ceiling windows. I'm gonna make 6 figures. I'm gonna take girls out to fucking cocktail lounges. I thought that's what life. I thought that's what life was. I was like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. But I've gotten out of that recently. Now that I've been here for a while, I'm like, oh, these people are fucking miserable, and they have no taste, and they're retarded.
I realized pretty quickly when I started making a little bit of money that like making purchases like that doesn't make you happy or really change your life in any meaningful way that is like good. And that was when I think like a year and a half ago or something, I sold my Subaru and I bought an Audi. I bought like a pretty new Audi with like low miles, and I was like, wow, this is so swag. And in my mind, it was like, once I have this is the peak. It's gonna be so awesome, right? And then I got it, and it was nice, and I still have it. And then after like a week, I was like, man, what about the next car? And I just kind of realized, like, I don't think any of these purchases will ever be very fulfilling for me long term. Like, it's just kind of like a thing in your mind that you fixate on for a little bit, and then once you have it, you're like, well, now my life didn't really change that much. Like, is my life experience really that much different from when I was driving the Subaru? And the answer is no. So yeah, I don't know, purchases like that are kind of dumb. I mean, little lifestyle stuff like being able to shop at a nicer grocery store, like stuff like that is probably nice. I don't really do that, but that's probably nice. Or like, you know, not having to worry about bills, that's definitely a nice thing. But I think beyond that, most of that other stuff is just kind of, you know, it's like getting a new toy when you're a kid. It's like whatever, you know, a thing to pass the time for a couple seconds, and then you're on to the next thing. So I think the best thing is to just focus on the day-to-day in life. I think that's the most important thing. Enjoying your day-to-day, which is ideally the work you're doing, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, so many people get caught up on, especially like fucking young people. Like, the last thing any of us need are fucking monthly expenses. More monthly expenses to lose control of your income. Like, you're gonna lease a fucking car. You're gonna buy some shit on Amazon. You're gonna buy a fucking Gucci tracksuit on Amazon and break it down into like 4 1-month payments. Like, you're just fucking yourself. Cut all that shit out of your life. Remove all your monthly payments.
Yeah, I think most people, if they got in that kind of position, will pretty quickly realize that I don't know if you're happier when you have, you know, less expensive luxury items, but you're not more happy just because you have them, you know? It's really just an ego thing, you know? People, because when you buy a Rolex, it's not really for you. It's like you want other people to see that you have that Rolex, you know?
Yeah.
Because like it doesn't function different than a normal watch.
I mean, there's certain things, like there's certain things that have a good, like, social signaling, and the return on that is pretty good. I guess it depends on the circles you run in. Like, if you're a business guy, or like you're around people where the norm is to have a Rolex, I think you should get one just for the practicality. But I have a video about this. It's like the Lamborghini Urus. I fucking hate
that car.
I know, I fucking hate that car. I made a whole video about it. I got like 400K views too.
I gotta watch that video because I need some camaraderie in how disgusting that car is.
Yeah, because it's like that's the ultimate like just like late cap like neoliberal symbol of no taste, and all that matters is status. And
they made a fucking like Honda CR-V, but it's a Lamborghini. Like,
yeah,
wow, cool.
It's fucking insane. Bro. It's the same platform as the Audi Q8 as well. It's just different paneling and like Brembo brakes.
I fucking rented a Lamborghini Huracan Evo for a video I did, and the inside of it, like all of the parts were out of like an Audi, like my Audi, which is $40,000. Like, it was ridiculous. It was fucking insane. Like, literally all of like, I was like, oh wait, why does it have the same exact parts as my car? Why are the buttons the same exact? Like, this car is worth, keep in mind, a Huracan Evo was probably like $300,000, and it was, or even more, and like the parts were fucking just, you know, like it was like my douchey, you know, dad car. It was just ridiculous. So yeah, I think I think all that stuff is a lot of those luxury cars, apart from Porsche, seemingly a lot of them are just complete shit boxes, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's depressing. I love when people go back and buy shit they wanted when they were a kid. I feel like that's the if you want to fucking blow your money on shit, that's what you got to live up to. You got to make your like 5-year-old self happy.
That's literally why I bought the A4, because my dad had an A4 when I was like 10, and I thought it was the coolest car I'd ever been in. Like, I couldn't even imagine a car being that cool.
Oh, sick.
And he had a like a Subaru Outback, and then which was like the practical car, and then he bought an A4, and it was like clapped out and had all these issues. And then so I had a Subaru when I was like 20 or 19, I think, and then I was like, okay, well now I'll buy an Audi, and then I got it, and I was like, oh, now I'm just my dad, I guess. Well, geez. And my dad eventually, when that car, because he bought it with like 60,000 miles, it was already a shitbox because Audis break by the time he got it. After that, he just fucking drove like my mom's old car, and he doesn't care anymore. And I think that's the thing a lot of people experience. Like it's not that swag, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you have like $10 million, and then you have a lot of other problems that come with that.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's like, what was it? I was reading some fucking Twitter thread about like single sentences, kind of like info hazard sentences that like change your perspective. And one of them was, the way you spend your day is how you live your life. And I was like, it's a good axiom to follow. Because if you spend your days chasing bullshit on the hedonic treadmill, never really feeling satisfied or never really feeling like you're doing anything important, just kind of like always like looking for the next thing, you're gonna be miserable.
Exactly. You need to edge yourself. You can't be gooning all day. It's important.
You cannot be gooning all day. I know you have to. Yeah,
you can't. If you goon all day, then it's never special. You know.
I know. It's not even gooning if you goon all day. It's just a regular Saturday.
Exactly. But if you edge, the goon is so much better when it happens. It's so much more fulfilling.
Fuck yeah. You gotta goon.
The load is so much larger. You know.
Oh, it's fucking sick.
Oh my God! It's on my face. Sorry. Yeah, for real. On God, on Jah, and on God.
Well, dope, bro. I'm gonna pop off. It was thanks for having me on. Good chat. Lots to think about.
Yeah. Enjoy your A&W and whatever the fuck you guys are doing there. What else do you guys do?
Tim Hortons.
A&W. Oh yeah, obviously.
What, in Canada?
Yeah. Oh, well, in Ontario specifically. Fuck Ontario, honestly. Burn it to the ground in Minecraft.
We just lose our money to taxes. That's all we do over here. I was out filming in an alleyway and I got attacked by a crackhead within like 2 seconds.
Yeah, bro. When I was living there, because I was living in like, I'd rather not say where it is, but you know, like the shittiest city in Ontario, you know it.
Yeah.
There were, every day I would wake up to go to the gym and there would just be people smoking crack outside my apartment. I was like, oh, that's cool. Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people in Canada.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Do they just not do anything about them? Because I would see the cops smoking, like, not the cops smoking crack. I wish I saw that. The cops would see them smoking crack and they would just be like, yeah, whatever, I'm going to drive away.
No, they don't do fucking anything. Dude, outside my fucking restaurant, there was people fucking on the sidewalk.
Really?
I have a video of it. Both of them are butt naked, like completely naked, and it's like
Jesus.
They're on the sidewalk. This is a main street off of like Yonge Street, downtown Toronto. It's not even like a bad neighborhood. It's just like in downtown Toronto. They get butt naked. She starts giving him head. He's like standing up on the sidewalk with his hands in his hips as she's giving him head, and then she gets down on all fours and he preps her and then starts fucking her on the sidewalk.
That's fucking fire, dude.
Yeah.
God damn. That guy's the GOAT.
And then the cops pulled up, and the cop says that just tells them to stop because she already had like a crackhead in the back of her car and couldn't take them as well.
Oh my! You got to have like an American policy where we just gun these people down. I think that's the only solution.
Jesus.
You just gotta take him out, bro. Just smash that fucker's head through a plate glass window is what I say.
I think we should just carry like little BB guns. Where we just like. If you see some delinquency, you see some degeneracy, just like light them up, where they're like, you know, they don't die. They're just like maybe they think they won't do it again.
You should do like prankster stuff, like have like a slingshot with like a fart bomb or something. You shoot at them.
yeah. That's my next video: throwing eggs at crackheads.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, it would be
good. Like TPing the homeless camp.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
they'd probably use it. They'd probably be thankful. They'd be like, okay, I can wipe my ass finally. Jesus.
Oh man, they wouldn't even bother. It's too much.
They don't bother.
It's too much work to wipe their ass.
They go hand mode. They go primal.
Fuck yeah. No, that's the. On a final note, I gotta go to the U.S. That's the. As far as my next personal move, I gotta be making USD, and I gotta get out of the tax hell.
Don't you make USD if you're
I do now.
Because from YouTube you get USD, and doesn't that go a little farther over there?
Well, yeah, I get USD now. It goes a lot farther over here.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Canadian dollar is 75 cents to American. Like it's
but living in where you live is fucked, right? Like Ontario is really fucking expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive, and then taxes. Like if based on my projected income this year, YouTube will pay my taxes. That's the bracket I enter. Like it's just so depressing, and we don't get anything back from it. Like even if you go to the free healthcare you get is like waiting in a 2-year wait.
The wait lists are fucking insane.
Yeah, 2-year wait list to get a kidney out that you need out in like a month, or like every time you go to the ER, unless you're dying, if you go to the ER, you're waiting for 24 hours. Like I've sat in an ER for 24 hours before.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal. I think we definitely have a less aggressive tax bracket here. I think the highest you pay in the United States, I think, unless you're making over like fucking $20 million a year, I think the highest tax bracket is like 35%, which is a lot, but I think compared to Canada, it's probably not that bad.
Yeah, what state are you in?
Maine.
You're in Maine. I feel
I'm
like
talking about federal taxes, but yeah.
I know it's probably better in even like our federal plus provincial is really bad. It'd be nice to get to like Texas where there's like no income tax up to like 100,000, something like that. There's no property tax.
Yeah, I think Texas just has no income tax in general, actually.
That's awesome. Everything's fucking cheaper too.
Yeah, Texas is. I think if I didn't live where I live, I would live in like Texas, like San Antonio. It's pretty cool down there. Have you ever been to Texas?
No. I haven't been to the States in a long time. I'm going to VidCon at the end of June with Greg and CJ the X, and I think probably in the winter I'm gonna try to make it down to Texas to like escape the winter here, and then hopefully if I can find some way to immigrate to the U.S., I would take it. It's not worth it. It's not worth starting a business. Like there's also Ontario just added increased the capital gains tax, so it's like 67% on capital gains is taxed. Like they just they fuck any business here. Like the second you're doing good, like slightly, like middle class doesn't even cut it here, but the second you're doing anything like close to good, they just fuck you. So it's not worth it. I love Canada.
I definitely say getting the fuck out of Canada is a good idea. I would agree.
I know it sucks.
Also, it's just like America is just like it's the land of business, you know. Also, you can own guns here. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm a patriot, man. I love Canada. I'm from Nova Scotia. I love Nova Scotia. I love Canada. I'm very, very patriotic, civic nationalist for Nova Scotia. But at the end of the day, like if I can't build anything here, let alone like start a family, try to have some sort of generational wealth accumulating. If I can't do it, like why would I? The only incentive to stay is that it's some weird patriotic obligation, which is horseshit anyway.
I know. I feel the exact same way. I'm from BC, and like I don't really have any reason to stay here, but it's like just sort of like the patriotic Canadian, I guess, being born here.
Yeah, no, like I hate brain drain is such a big issue, especially in like anywhere in Canada just goes to Vancouver or Toronto, and then anyone who does good in Toronto goes to New York or LA. Like the brain drain's so bad, but it's bad for a reason. Like you can't build anything here.
Exactly. Yeah.
I assume moving is. I mean, if you live away from your family and shit, they're not all gonna move too. That kind of sucks, right?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to move away from my family, which is why I bought a house 20 minutes away from my mom so she can harass me. But yeah, like, I just moving away from your family does suck. I guess Canada to the U.S. isn't that bad. You can still travel to see them, but
Yeah.
Just leaving in the place you grew up in general for opportunity. It's like a pilgrimage type thing. It's like the Mayflower.
Yeah, it's the hero's journey.
So beautiful.
Buying the house is sick. Did you buy a normal house? Did you buy a fucking giant house?
It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, but where I live, that's expensive. So, yeah, I live in like a very nice like white no crime area basically, so that's why it's really expensive where I live. And like inventory's low, but I mean it's like a normal family house, I guess you would say. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Put it on Scuffed Realtor. Can make Nick Rockerford review it.
I wonder how he would feel about it. I don't know. Actually, I don't even want to know. I'm not gonna find out because then I'm gonna be pissed off. So, yeah, I'm not gonna put that. I'm not gonna put it on Scuffed Realtor.
I'll just dox yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
Exactly. Hey Nick, here's my address. Hope you like it. Don't tell anyone else. By the way, are we live? Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Fuck, bro. Anyway, yeah, thanks for having me on. Hope to talk to you soon.
Thanks for calling in, buddy. Take it easy. Maybe I'll see you at VidCon. Bye.
Yeah, see you guys. What's up? Thought I forgot I was live the whole time. There we go. Wait. There we go. There we fucking go. Let me shrink myself down here. Shrink myself down. Stretch myself out, shrink myself down. Fuck yeah. That was fun. How's everyone feeling? Want to play Fortnite? No. Am I muted? No, it's fixed now. I like talking to a business-oriented thing. You have no idea how many fucking... Look, I love art. I love artists, but it's nice to talk. It's personally fulfilling to talk to people who are more into business than into art sometimes. Artists are so fucking annoying sometimes. I think you really gotta just people who are so... People who are so obsessed with their own... People who are obsessed with their own art. They see their art as so sacred, so perfect, so untouchable, so unsullied. It's just, at the end of the day, man, it's just, like, you gotta make shit. You gotta fucking make shit. You gotta put shit out, okay? You can't chase ideals. And so many artists chase ideals, so it's very nice to talk to someone who's just into output. And I don't know, Tom seems down to earth. Tom seems like... I've talked to him a few times with Gokunaru. And from what I've seen on like his IRL stuff or like his stuff on Destiny's podcast, he just seems like a reasonable dude. I haven't seen anything that's been like a huge red flag morally. You know, whatever you agree with politics or if you agree with the whole concept of commentary, that's a personal issue, but morally seems like a fucking fine dude. Always nice to talk to him. Always nice to talk to someone who's a good connection to make. Very good connection. Gokunaru is cool as a person. I agree. I love talking to Chris. I never know how many of these people have names that are exposed. You guys see there's games now? There's like YouTube. Look at this. Look at this. See, there's YouTube games. Isn't that fucking insane? Look. State.io. I was playing this one for like an hour earlier. I got too into this. I got so good at it too. I got all the strats. What you do here, you hang out at the bottom and you build your empire. You take all these, you load them all up, and you build your empire. Like this, right? So now I got all this property. I'm gonna go over here. They're gonna fuck with each other up there. Don't even worry about it. And now they're all gonna come for me. Don't even worry about it, because I can just take them out. Doesn't even matter. Take them out. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. Fuck him. I got the whole map. The whole map to myself. Look, he's cooked. Bro's cooked. Blood is cooked. Blood's cooked. It's over. Yeah, YouTube Flash games before GTA. It's fucked. Vary your network, haha. I'm an engineer, and honestly, they can't communicate for shit. Got into the business side, and I actually am able to hold a conversation. Yeah, no. I agree. I really like... At the end of the day, I love fucking just talking to people. and some people can't talk, and some people have their heads shoved so far up their own ass they can't talk. I think I think it's my background in Buddhism probably that gave me this perspective. My background in Zen is that like you're supposed to have a quality experience, right? Like you want to build something greater than yourself, and you have to start taking your own ego out of it. You have to start taking your own desire, your own will, your own like personal gripes out of it, and just build something objectively right. Sorry, good, not right. Good is always better than right. You have to build something quality. You have to build something good, and that's sort of what I want to do. I think there was a point in my channel, if I go back into the early days, back in the early days of the fucking channel, this shit, these videos, I was so fucking, I don't know, like the videos have a cute veneer to them. 3 years ago, you know, these videos have a cute little vibe going on. I like looking back for my own sake. But at the end of the day, I was really obsessed with like perfection. And perfection in some super idiosyncratic shit that made no sense, right? Like when I did these videos, I was like, oh, okay, I have to like communicate this idea, and it's like I did it all for me, and like I don't want to do that. I want to make something that people want to fucking watch, and now I'm kind of doing it, making shit that people want to watch. 400K, 200K, 200K, doing okay. Really want to make sure that people fucking want to watch. I love the layman. You can't be misanthropic. You know, like I was saying with the right wing now, with the Sneeko people, you can't be fucking misanthropic. You have to like people. You have to, it's going somewhere. People aren't stupid. The average person isn't stupid. The average person's average. What restaurant did you blow your money on? Oh god, just fucking dicking around cocktail bars. Buying expensive whiskeys, which I still buy. I love whiskey. I'm cursed with good taste. It's a true travesty. I'm cursed with good taste. So I like nice things. I like nice things too much. I wish I liked shitty things. Sneeko's not even a person, let alone a good/bad one. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, dude. Oh my god, it's sweaty in here. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna peace out. I got a big day tomorrow. But this is fun. This is fun. I'm glad everyone enjoyed the chat. I'm going to download this and cut it up and put it on the Patreon. If you guys want to watch this again, go to the Patreon. If you want to, like, seriously, if you want to support me, Patreon's the one thing that everyone I know in the space I'm in who is consistent has it through Patreon. It's one of those things that's like, I get all the money, even like super chats, everything else, I kind of get fucked. If it's Patreon, I get all the money, it goes to my PayPal, and that's the kind of consistent income that's going to help me do this full time. If you guys like what I do, if you guys want to see me do better things in the future, you want to see this channel grow, Patreon. It's $250. I think you get a pretty good deal for $250. You get, there's so many exclusive conversations on there. There's a lot of stuff in the Discord. Do I text back on there? So yeah, sorry. If anyone messaged me on Patreon, I didn't answer. I didn't realize you could talk to people on Patreon. I went back and I think I responded to a few people, but if you message me on Patreon, I will message back. Unless you say weird shit, in which case I won't message back. If you message me normal things on Patreon, I will message back. Okay? Just don't say weird shit. I'm not going to respond if you say weird shit. I think that's just a regular good axiom to follow. But yeah, $250, lots of conversations. Pretty good stuff on there. Try to keep it consistent. Anything else? Anything else I want to talk about before I head out? New videos coming out soon. Should be at the end of the week. Maybe a bit longer. Misanthropy. Sorry, I meant to say. Not misanthropy. No, sorry. Not misanthropy. Fuck. What is the word? Misandry? No, misandry is the opposite of misogyny. Yeah, misanthropy. Misanthropy is the hatred of humanity. Misandry is the hatred of men. You got it mixed up. Message like buttered sausage. Misanthropic. Yeah. The video's coming out soon. Be a good video. I'm pumped. Yeah, I got some sponsorship money coming in. Definitely gonna find an editor. If anybody, look, I'm gonna be really picky about editors. I'm gonna be super picky about editors. I have a style that I want someone to replicate. If they can do it better, happily. But like, if you want to edit for me, the videos take a lot of work. Like I really do be spending fucking, like 8-hour days and then going to my day job. Like I'm really fucking working like 12, 14-hour days most days of the week doing this shit. So if you want to edit for me, send me a pitch. Send me I'll see if I can I'll open up a public Google Doc you can access and drop stuff in. I'll probably see if I can launch that this week. Just give me like a 30-second bit of like if you can mimic my style. And I want to work with someone that I want to work with long term, where we can work together, use Premiere Pro so I can go and do my own edits. You can send me project files. But this is definitely a thing I need going forward. It won't be. I have to wait for the sponsorship shit to come in, so that I can put that back in. Right now, I don't have the excess funds to do that. But ooh, see, I like a YouTube pooper. If I can get a YouTube pooper as an editor, that'd be good. That'd be good. So I'll launch that this week, hopefully. I gotta remind myself, but I'll do like an open Google Doc. I'll put a community post and just send me a 30-second clip of what you can do. Green screen, no green screen. Maybe I'll give you like sample footage actually. I'll do that. Sorry, I'll work on this for like the next 2 weeks. I'll do like a minute of me talking and I'll do a Google Doc, like just raw green screen, and then do what you can with it. And I'll go based on that. But definitely someone that I want to work with long term, that like can grow with me, and that I can hopefully pay more in the future. Like I'll pay you properly up front. It's gonna be a little under the table. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm not like a big deal. But as the channel grows, hopefully you can grow with it. But I'll put you on a good resume. I'll put you under an LLC, real employee. I'll call you like director of aesthetics. I'll give you a cool title. If you ever want to get a real job outside of this, say like, put me on your resume as a reference of the CEO of the company you worked for as the director of aesthetics. Sounds fun. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I will see you next Sunday. God bless.